if I do recall correctly, by Tom's decree, it is my turn to give the review of our last session. So first up, you started last session in the street, post-drunken rampage, and crawling out of a barrel and putting on your clothes. No, wait, was this last session?
Yep.
No,
Yep.
we started after the deck of many things, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm wrong.
You fucked up.
You guys have stayed in Trusk for like a really long time now. It's weird. So
It's been 2
start of
days.
last session. Yeah, for a really long time. At the start of the last session, you guys had just gotten done drawing from the deck of many things, giving Roku the power to gain 1 level over you guys if he defeats the next monster single-handedly. This became a problem when you went into the bar, and the 5th would-be assassin of Nikolai showed himself as he was late with a flaming sword and a revolving weird hand crossbow, of which the likes you've never seen. He was swiftly defeated out of his human form, but quickly approached in a new wolven form, which the cards dictated was the next monster that Roku had to fight. To which he did, despite getting to a very rather low number of health. There was still some resources left, but it was surprisingly a pretty even fight for the most of it. And Sweetie made quick work of everyone in the bar by using mass suggestion, and the ones who did not get massively suggested were thrown into an elevator. After the fight, you decided to stay here and sort of soak in some of the luxuries of the Crimson Clover's inn that they have to offer. So you went up to the 8th floor, or the 7th floor perhaps, and checked in with a woman behind the desk, of which you later became a bit of friends with. Checked into your separate rooms, in which Sweetie ripped open Roku's memories and distorted his reality to his liking with his bare hands, to make sure Hogar and him shared a room, because he had a busy night. You guys all got these things called viewing stones, in which allowing you to watch programming through magical means. Some of these include shopping networks, reality shows, news broadcasts, or even Goliath Women in the Mood. While choosing your likely programming, some of you guys took a bath, some of you used tentacle rods to get a bunch of hookers into your room. I'm not going to name names, but as the night went on, the woman behind the front desk felt so bad for Hogar and Roku, she sent them to the championship suite, and all the women went into Sweetie's room. The Sweetie suite. The night progressed as it did, and you all woke up in the mornings. Hogar seeing women and immediately fleeing the situation. Roku seeing women, walking in, refusing a request for getting breakfast with a woman, and then making breakfast in the room, eating it very slowly, making absolutely no signs to speed up or leave the situation. And also, Sweetie got something of a secret admirer. Not very secret, but as an admirer, as a goblin woman, left behind a note for him after they had their night, as well as gave him an envelope, which he has not quite opened yet. But you guys, the morning after that, talked with Fabian, the woman behind the front counter who runs the inn, and she was talking about how she's an author, and she has a very familial situation to Gronk and Hogar. Making some sort of connection with you in a sort of weird species concoction mixture with half elf and half orc, and that gives weird genetically. After that, you guys met up with Rick, who you then teleported to the airplane with, and he led you fantastically executed through the labyrinthine winds, which did not affect you at all, but you got lost on your exit and accidentally saw something in the distance, some sort of metallic creature, almost like a dragon, But then you went to the Citadel of Ice and Steel, a place where there was street vendors everywhere and large architecture resembling that of Indian culture, all shining. You eventually went up to meet the Grand Caliph, a man who leads the Citadel of Ice and Steel and the airplane as well. And him and his 5 jaunt dancers settled a wild storm that was careening towards the Citadel. And as they pushed it away, the whole palace receded in on itself, closing as they get closer to the ground. And that is where we open, as the Caliph turns towards you all and says, "Can I help you?" This man stands at almost 20 feet tall as he sits on a stone throne surrounded by these long pathways leading out to his 5 jinn servant around him. He has the blue skin completely much like the jinn, as well as this sort of lower half of his body, which is sort of disappears into cloud and whirlwind. You can't even see his legs. But as he addresses you in a very booming voice, asks why you are here.
Quick question for the players.
Mhm.
Why are we here?
We, for the players, we want to get a thing from him, a very powerful item, but we don't want to go out right off the bat and say, we want this to save the material plane from gods.
There is a item here that you must find at all 4 corners of the elemental planes, which will represent the elemental planes in this ritual that Krevaku has told you about, that will rip open a hole and allow them to summon Cord through, where you can finally put a stop to his dastardly hold on the material plane.
Hello, my good sir. We're here in search for an item that represents the plane, and for that we heard that land goes for a pretty penny here. So on our way here, we saw a little chunk of land. We're offering to come go get it for you for exchange for a piece or an item that resembles this place.
And he immediately sits up in his chair and begins to float on his sort of whirlwind of legs as he looks around the room. The 5 jaunt dancers all stare, bewildered at the things you just said. Well, that was quite the pitch.
Sorry, just wanted to get straight to the point.
You have land, claimable land, you want to bring to me.
We can free it for you guys. I don't really understand how can we just push it here? Well, we'll bring it. Yes, we saw some unclaimed
Cheddar
land.
help us bring it here.
These are your large clawless squawks, which I forgot to mention in the recap. As he sort of like sinks lower, he reduces in size completely as he like folds in on himself.
Good boy.
Well, I suppose if you have land to take, I'll give you what you need. What exactly do you say you seek?
Some sort of item that represents the element plane of air.
Item. Unfortunately, not aware of such a thing.
See, that's like the only description we really got. I think it was a more powerful item, but I'm not sure.
It's a fairly powerful item from what we understand. With lots of power that comes from the plane. Or something like that.
I don't think we're allowed to just snag a cloud or something.
I'm afraid I know no such items you speak of. He sort of like looks off to his associates, and they like look back to him like with an eyebrow raised.
Can I roll an insight check? Or can
Certainly,
Sweetie
go
roll
ahead.
an insight check?
Yeah,
Because
anyone who would like
also-
to, you guys are yeah. I'll
I would
welcome.
like to be insightful.
I'd like to as well.
that's a 14.
That's
Okay.
cocked. There we go. Here.
17.
Because Avery knows he's bullshitting. Sweetie.
Plus 8 equals 17.
You guys all notice. You guys are like, okay, is he bullshitting us? And so you bring up the question again, and he begets the tone of a very sarcastic teenager. I have no idea what you're talking about. as the more you listen, there's definitely something he knows you are talking about, but refuses to give.
If there were such an item, what would the proper payment be?
Payment for the item?
What favor?
What would you want in return? If this item existed.
Well, I'm afraid I can't appraise anything of which does not exist. But an item of pure elemental power? Well, I'd give you the entirety of my kingdom. Right? And he looks over at the 5 men sort of surrounding him, and they all kind of are like, ha 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 ha, yes, very fun. What were your guys' insight rolls again?
17.
So you two notice, Sweetie, you're too busy with the main guy, but you two notice that the so they have these pentagonal like sort of walkways that lead out, and then it's like a Jedi council chambers. They're kind of set up around the outside of the room in these chairs. And there's one of them, the closest to you guys on the left. This guy doesn't he looks to be not on the same page as the rest of the Jinn, as well as the Grand Caliph himself. He seems to be sort of like when you say what would be the payment for sort of a thing, he gets dollar signs in his eyes, he sort of like starts to like, ooh, payment.
Well,
Sweetie doesn't know. Sweetie doesn't know.
But you are aware that he's lying, Sweetie. You got that.
Yeah.
That's a good song though. Good song.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Don't tell Sweetie. Sweetie doesn't know.
Sweetie doesn't know how to.
Well, feel free to engage in the commerce of my lands, but I'm afraid I cannot help you further.
Mm.
Well, thank you for your time. If such an item does come into play,
As you're like talking, he like extends a hand pointing towards the door in which you came.
I'll just like slowly just walk backwards while talking. If an item does exist, let us know. We'll give you great payment. And just kind of turn around.
You guys walk out the doors. You
then,
usher your giant feathered bird through the
Come
door.
on, Cheddar. Come on, Cheddar.
He gives a sad squeak in defeat as he sees you guys have not left with an item. As you guys sort of like step out and shut the door. I need all you guys to roll perception checks as well as you step out of the room.
22.
Oh hell yeah! Another. That's a 16.
3.
So only Hogar picks it up, but as you guys start to like walk back down the giant flights of stairs, you hear that booming Grand Caliph voice. Can you and he starts laughing with the rest of the Jinn that were in the room.
So we all know he totally knows what we're talking about, right?
Oh, yes.
Did you see that one guy? He was on the left side, right?
Yes.
The one guy on the left, he was very interested. So I say if we approach him separately, he might give us something.
Would he betray the Grand Caliph?
I don't know. That's what we should ask.
I doubt he would.
As you guys make your way towards the bottom of the stairs, Rick stands. So how'd it go? You guys get the thing?
No.
Oh. Well, shit.
He acted like it didn't exist.
Was he lying?
Yes.
Well, how did you know?
He was being very sarcastic about it not existing.
Yes, the Caliph favors sarcasm. They're sort of the general, how would you say, pretentious assholes?
Yeah, we got that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you guys gonna do?
One of them looked interested in our proposition, so I think we're going to try that.
Well, which one? I mean, where was he seated? I mean,
On the left side,
Closest to us.
closest to us.
You know who
So-
that is?
you like walk in the door and to the left in that long chair over here. Yes, that's
That's
the guy.
where it was, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zumal is his name. They've all been on the council for as long as I can remember. I don't know where he lives, but there you go.
Does he ever leave?
Well, sure, all the jaunt dancers have their own residences.
So I suppose we wait till then.
Well, you're just gonna wait outside until he leaves.
That's the best plan I have.
Alright.
Well, you guys have fun bothering people. Do you mind if I take a crack at that gold we talked about before? I'm gonna go shopping for some real estate.
Oh, it's in one big solid block, but it's
Wasn't
roughly
it in several
like-
cut blocks?
Yeah.
It was one big block
it's-
cut into like portions.
but it's still a big block.
It's still big blocks, I guess. Yeah, it's fair. It's
like it was
gold
it was
bricks,
a huge
to be
block,
fair. Yeah.
and I pull out a chunk of 2,500 worth of gold. It's worth
It sort of,
2,500.
like,
So
sinks in the giant's palms. Enjoy that staff. It's one hell of a weapon. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to stop by before you leave, I guess. I might have to hitch a ride back with you
Yeah.
depending on how this goes. And he goes to like walk out the doorway, and this is the first time you've seen this giant not have to crouch at an entrance or exit as he just walks straight through these swinging doorways leading open into the bright airplane. So, you guys sort of sit at the bottom of this long sort of cascading tower. You guys just sit here?
I'm going to unattune to the ring and attune to this staff.
Okay. Just to give you a little bit of a, can I email it to you? I always forget if that's
You could, yeah.
okay. I will do so. Probably after. You just have to remind me. But the Cloud Staff is imbued with trickery and tempest magic. The weapon deals an extra d6 lightning damage, and you can use your action to convert the staff into a cloud able to fly magically. The staff has 8 charges in which you can cast Control Weather, Fog Cloud, Gaseous Form, Lightning Bolt, Misty Step, or Telekinesis, and it allows you to polymorph into any beast or humanoid you have seen. Your stats stay the same, but you are indistinguishable from the desired form. A little bit of storm magic, a little bit of cloud giant sort of trickery imbued in there. So yeah,
You can control the weather.
For 5
Okay.
charges, yes.
Tornado. Question: does a meteor shower is considered weather?
Hmm.
Can
I don't believe so.
Meteor shower is a separate spell.
Yeah, meteor shower
I
is
mean,
a
like-
little other 9th level spell, you know, a little.
Well, it's meteor storm.
Well, a meteor storm, like the
That's
falling of
the ninth
meteors.
level spell.
That's kind of weather. It's bad weather.
So, you wait for several hours. Much like you did in the Capitol building of Trusk, you wait in the Capitol building of the airplane. What do you guys do? Do you sort of just sit? I mean, with that, besides the attuning to the staff, what else would you do? Is there anything else you'd
take
like to?
Cheddar for a walk outside.
You talk to Cheddar at all?
Yeah.
Okay. He sort of like he does that bird walk where he sticks his head first and sort of moves with his body as his neck. So his neck, I don't know, Quetzalcoatlus, if you can pull that off right at the top of your head. I know you guys are kind of, some of you kids are dinosaur people, but he's got this long ass neck, and in this thing is a size category of huge, and you are a size category of medium. So that just puts into scale how big this fucking thing is as it fully extends itself and sort
Big
of
boy.
flaps its wings out. It honestly rivals the rock, the giant bird you gave cheese to in the Shadowfell. I mean, almost it's huge, all in the same.
Giant things love cheese.
It's true. And so he sort of like walks around, and yeah, roll a perception check to see if you see anything interesting.
26.
Okay. You see several other Quetzalcoatluses. I don't know if that's the Quetzalcoatli. I don't know if that's the plural, but you see swarms of these things, of like 5 or 10 of them all flapping around the city, as these seem to be sort of the bird equivalent of the plane of air. And as they sort of flap their way through the sky, you see Cheddar look up, and there's one particularly light colored, sort of light blue colored, very feminine looking Quetzalcoatlus that's flapping its wings very elegantly, and Cheddar goes as it flies by, as his eyes follow.
You know that one?
Are you speaking with him at the moment?
Yeah.
Ah, she's beautiful.
She has a pretty plumage.
Ah, pervert. He begins to walk as well further, but he seems to have this sort of sorrowful sort of feeling about him as the rest of his kin fly away, specifically a female. He sort of jaunts very sadly.
Hey, sweetie, just for future reference, how can you pay for this? Sweetie.
50.
50 gold?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not extremely high to just let him go. To me with his people. Well, I'll do that now.
For the rest of it, he sort of like, starts to like look, or he sort of like starts to nod. And Cheddar is while a low intelligence animal, takes a lot of curiosity in your adventures. And he sees your sort of like gruff hunter attire, and he's like, do you shoot birds with that bow?
Not particularly.
Have you ever shot a bird with that bow?
I have. Smaller birds than you.
Whoa. Have you ever killed and he continues to ask of various creatures that he's seen throughout the plane of air, and asks if you killed them. You ever killed a djinn with that bow?
Not yet.
You ever killed a person like you?
I've killed quite a few people.
Hey, quick question. What are
Yeah.
you?
I am a half elf with a little bit of orc blood in me.
You got a funny looking beak.
I don't have a beak.
And he sort of like furrows his eyebrows and tilts his head like he's confused. But how do you How do you make noises?
With my lips and tongue
Oh,
and teeth. I lower my throat.
pretty weird. So what do I call you anyway? You call me Chadar?
I am Hogar.
Hogar and Chadar. See, we're meant to be. We're
I
a
mean,
couple
do
of
you have
besties
a name
now. Huh?
other than look? You have a name other than the one I gave you?
Well, no, we don't really have names where I come from.
Hmm.
It's just sort of like, hey, Ma, get over here, and like, hey, look at Qua. Isn't she looking good today? And he used to walk along. With that, you find there are several small towers that look like the Capitol building with its accentuous sort of like points, but a lot smaller. But they are like bigger than the average house here. But everything is coated in steel. It's shining. It's nice, and
Is
they
there
have.
an equal amount of these smaller towers as there were backup dancers?
There's 5 of these smaller towers that outlie in the same positioning that you find they sat in the council. And so you figure the one that matches his seat would be the particular djinn you're looking for.
All right, so it would be back the way I came near when we entered the town.
Yeah, and sort of like off to the side. But yeah.
All right. After walking around with Cheddar a bit more, I go back to the boys in the capital.
Right. And by the way, everyone who saw you walking around, you just heard "Rah!" and then "Rah, rah," from you, and you guys just call at each other as you walk back and forth. So you have sort of a reputation you've set up for yourself as like a guy who talks to the equivalent of pigeons in this world, and you just have one walking around, and you were
I
willing
am the
to pay
bird
gold
whisperer.
for a pigeon. You're just a very strange creature in
I
these
am a very
eyes.
strange man indeed.
So, yes, sweetie.
I was going to say I would like to reattune to the resurrection rod and not the tentacle staff.
Okay.
Just for now, because yeah,
You
limited
choose
spots.
the 2 very important weapons that are in your hands. Which one? One literally brings back people from the dead. The other is tentacles. You make a very hard choice between them. And you do so indeed. After a bit, after you and Roku do your slot attunements, Hogar walks back in with Cheddar in tow. And Cheddar, while he was down for a bit after he saw a female Quetzalcoatlus fly away, he seems a lot better. He's been talking Hogar's ear off. They've been talking to each other, and so he's like a shining bird at the moment. He's very happy.
Well, I found where Zoomhall lives.
And where's that?
You see, it's over that way. I point towards where his house
You can
would
see
approximately be.
like the plume of the building pointing up and shining out of like there's no sun, there's just light everywhere, but there's still a reflection off the top of it, which is
around there.
which is like lines up perfectly with his like seat in this Capitol building.
Well, should we just go wait there then?
Maybe he's already there somehow.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe he does fly, and we just waited down here for no reason.
I mean, we probably can fly. We can fly in here.
You'd assume that's a fair bet, Roku, that people can fly when they're here, considering you can't regularly.
Well,
But would you like to go back then? Or would you like to go to sort of that house you scouted out, as opposed to waiting here?
yes.
Okay.
Can I call forth my Nimbus? Cloud.
Certainly. Roku, I forgot. Would you like to have delivered your letter previously?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay. So, flashback to last session, you guys. before you guys went to the Crimson Clover, got into a fight and everything, or no, it would be the day after. The day after, before you picked up Rick and went to the airplane, it's the outsides of this vision are all foggy as Roku goes to the courier in the courier building in Trusk and hands over this letter. All right, sir. Would you like this delivered to and he looks up and sees you're with company and goes, right, I'll just keep this privately, sir. That'll be 1 gold piece for that delivery, sir.
Just set it on the table.
Bling. We fade back to the present. With that, you stab your staff into the ground, and out from the bottom, like shooting out like a canister of whipped cream, just this, and this fluffy cloud, tinged slightly bluer, like a sort of a baby blue sky color than most clouds are colored. There's a cloud with an indent bowl so you can like sort of stand in it easier.
Oh my God. This is so cool. I'm gonna step in it.
You step on it and it you step and it slides your foot completely upside down, and you go in a complete circle as you like stand and center yourself. You step with the other foot and begin to shake vigorously. You sort of crouch
Kidding.
and like extend your arms kind of back to be like, and then you begin very carefully like gliding along. And so Roku, you are currently riding this cloud in a sort of crouched position to properly manage your weight. To the other two of you, he's just he's like surfing or skateboarding right now. Dude's got his arms out like, and yeah, he's just perfectly like floating back and forth, controlling it. And yeah, Roku, you now have a cloud that can match your walking speed. You now fit in with these Jinn a lot more, as you have a storm sort of beneath you as opposed to legs.
Yeah.
Hey, Roku, can you come back down here quick?
Ooh, and yeah.
I want to try and also jump in the cloud with him.
Okay. He fades to a very thin off the ground sort of glide, and you sneakily, because Roku probably wouldn't allow it, try to just hop up and in between his legs, and you just fall through it, completely hitting the ground.
Loser.
You know, I should have expected this, as I'm like just playing with the wisps.
Well, let's try this. I'm gonna try to take his hand.
You pick him up and you start to be able to carry him as you fly through the air.
Yeah. Oh, look at Hogar. What a loser.
Hogar, you and the Quetzalcoatlus look up, and then you guys look at each other, and then suddenly, Roku, sweetie, you guys are like flying through the air, and then all of a sudden, this gigantic, majestic dinosaur becomes careening over top of you. Hogar's grabbing onto its like neck, flying through the air.
No,
It's significantly
I'm
faster.
on top of him.
It's significantly
I'm keep
faster
on
than
top
your
of him.
cloud. Yeah, you just.
Dominance.
And as it hits you, the cloud starts to like wisp and dissipate, and then it like forms again as the wind completely knocks out that. And yeah, you just get shown up by this big bird.
You know what? I thought this was cool for 5 seconds. Then you go and do that.
I mean, I was the one who paid for him.
Although you look at the Quetzalcoatlus, though, you could probably all ride on him. Probably. Like, he could probably carry all of you on his back. It wouldn't be pleasant for him, but like for a short amount of time, you feel like he could.
Get ourselves a tailor. Get him. No, I don't know if it'd be a tailor, but someone who can make saddles.
Mhm.
Make a Quetzal saddle. Ideas.
And with
They're
that,
big ones.
you guys descend sort of past the city streets, and even as you fly by the main road, you hear these Jinn like, would you like to try my spear? No! And like they're trying to sell to you desperately even as you fly by. And you sort of-
Chinatown.
Yeah, exactly. And you sort of, and the other two of you guys go as you descend in front of the place. Do any of you speak primordial?
No.
I can listen to Primordial.
Right. Well, there is no listening. There's a language written in an etched, sort of rage-filled text that is displayed, the sort of signage above the door of this sort of keep.
Can't
Oh,
you
wait, I can read
with
that though, right?
comprehend language?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Can
the
you?
Helmet of Comprehend Languages. I'm pretty sure I can read.
The letters start to fade into comprehensible texts that you can read, and it says Zumol, Zumol, presumably the name Rick just told you like an hour ago.
What a guy.
Rick said his name was Zumal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it
Well-
meant A online. Oh well. Oh well.
This is the place.
Yeah. So who wants to knock?
Knock? Or just knock?
Knock on the door like a regular person, not open the door and violate his privacy.
Are there two big gold knockers on this door?
There is one big old knocker on the door.
I'm a go whammy with the big old knocker.
You sort of like have to like,
Onto that knocker.
and sweetie, as you slam your fist into this door, as you pull it off, it's almost it almost like is like in in movies when someone would lick like a pole during the wintertime, your skin almost gets stuck and you have to like rip it apart.
God, no.
As
That's
it
one of my
is.
biggest pet peeves.
As
Why?
this door is like almost frozen to the touch. And you let go of the knocker and it like has this red ring ingrained in your hand.
Is he home? The door is completely frozen, it almost feels like.
Roku, I wish not to violate his privacy, but you can violate his privacy.
No, it's all right. I'm gonna go bang on the door.
You
Not
as
grab
well.
the knocker, but bang on the door.
As you walk up with your left hand, you and you feel none of this cold that Sweetie seems to be complaining about with your necrotic, dead, cold, damage inflicting hand. But even as you knock, you don't get a
I'm gonna try
response.
with my right hand.
You as your skin almost sticks to it, as it's like a freezer door.
Maybe he's not home yet.
Well, maybe he's not home yet.
Yeah.
The place doesn't look like abandoned or anything, does it?
Roll me an investigation check.
That's my third 11. Investigation 13.
You sort of like try to like glance around. It looks fairly upkept, and as you're like on the door trying to like look in, you just as the door opens completely on its own, as the door wasn't locked.
Wait, did I open it?
Yeah, unintentionally
Okay.
shoved this door open as it opened up. You kind of just stood there like, but yeah, completely unlocked, and from the looks of it, on the inside,
Okay.
completely uninhabited. Uninhabited.
Okay.
Well, we
Yeah.
have two options here. We either go inside or we step away.
Let's step away for a while because I have a very, very big theory that might just be a little bit crazy.
As you say this, Cheddar.
Yes, Cheddar. I don't know what you're saying at the moment, but yes. I
Well-
am crazy.
We were supposed to treat these guys with the most respect, so we probably shouldn't go
No, definitely not.
breaking and entering. I'm gonna reach in and grab the door. I'm gonna pull it shut.
Right. Hogarth, you said you had a theory. Would you like to do anything to test the theory?
No, I don't have anything to test it yet.
Okay.
We walk away. Okay, so here is the theory. The Zumal in there is not the real Zumal.
What do you mean?
It's some sort of imposter or something. I don't know. This is supposed
The
to be
one in the
house.
house is the imposter,
No.
or the one on the state? There
The one
was
on the
no one
state.
inside.
That's my point. It looked uninhabited. It looked uninhabited, like no one was home.
Well, Sweetie's investigation revealed that he did not think it was uninhabited. You can roll investigation as well to sort of scan the premises.
16.
Yeah, despite being really fucking cold, it doesn't seem uninhabited. It's just very cold. From when you opened it, there's furniture sort of askew, like someone was recently there. But like it doesn't have a layer of dust and everything, but as you open it, it does this fog sort of like rolls out, like a mist, like an indoor freezer.
Well, never mind that one weird theory that he might be an imposter on stage and keeping the real one dead. And it might be true,
Yeah,
but
we never saw a second one, so I don't know why you thought there was a second Jin. There was just
we never saw the first one. Is what I'm saying.
yeah, we did. He was on stage.
What I'm saying is that wasn't the real one. Maybe, probably. I don't know.
He looked pretty real to me.
Are you, after all we've seen, and you think something like a completely accurate shapeshifter is something that's unrealistic? You traveled with a changeling for however long I was stuck in the bow for.
Yeah, and I create illusions on the daily. I'm saying that I don't know. That could have been him. I don't know why they just did that little song and dance. I don't know why they would not be there for that type of thing. That seems like a thing that they would all have to be there for.
Roku, as these two are chatting, would you roll me a perception check?
We'll walked away from the door now, haven't we?
Yeah, you guys are all standing sort of.
We're not standing at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
15.
Like idiots.
As you're talking, so you guys are sort of in this alleyway that sort of creates a circle around this keep that is a fairly large stone steel building. And you see very slowly a Jin, full blue, wearing the turban over his head. From behind the building you're talking in front of, he just sort of as he peeks around looking at you guys.
Is it Zumal?
It looks to be the same one, but he's currently using magic to be invisible, and he thinks he's being sneaky as he slowly pans around a wall. Unfortunately, since you can see him, it's a little more awkward looking.
Well, I think it wasn't really this, but you know.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if he gets closer.
That is precisely what he does. As soon as he sees you guys are like talking and in front of his house, he starts to like sort of not walk, but he floats up next to you guys, completely devoid of sound, as he doesn't have to like move with his feet. And he goes up and he starts like looking like right at, like next to Sweetie's head.
What I'm saying, Sweetie, is that
There's no need for them to be illusions or be fake versions. It's them. I don't understand where you're bringing up these other ideas as I'm flailing my arms.
Sweetie, would you roll me an attack roll, please? Unarmed,
Oh,
D20
100%.
plus strength. Let's just see how if you can manage to.
Just D20 plus strength is only a 10.
Okay.
So
Roku,
think I
you
hit.
see as he swings, he disperses into mist for a second as Sweetie swings through him, and then sort of animates himself, and he sees the fist coming back, and he apparates outwards and
During the middle of one of those, can I try and just grab him?
yeah, roll an athletics check.
19.
He got a 9. All of a sudden, you guys are talking, and Roku sort of like starts to like glance off, and then poof, as he and he makes himself fully visible as you guys see this blue vested man just. Oh no!
Hello
Slowly
there.
just turn around. What are you doing there?
I mean, what are you doing in front of my house?
That's a fair question.
Um,
We wanted to talk
Never-
to you.
Could you let go of me, please? It is starting to hurt my bicep.
Yeah, I thought it'd be funny watching you creep up. I
Did
could
you-
see you the whole time.
You see me? You see me? From
Yeah,
back
I saw
there, you
you.
see me? Oh
Yep.
no! Why? How? Why? Who are you people?
Magic.
Why? What are you guys?
Magic.
Right. Can I help you?
Yes, and maybe we can help you.
Would you rather we talk in my house, so we are not in the street?
That
That
would
is
be
just fantastic.
that would be nice.
Oh, okay. He slowly floats over to his front door, and he like, as he goes to reach the doorknob, he like looks back at you guys and like, and the cold sort of like starts to pour out, and he is very skeptical of you folks as he walks into his own house and like, ooh, nice. I hate being out in the sun all day.
I just like take my grandma's sweater and just take the sleeves and like just make it so like I have as much like of me covered as possible.
Are you gonna be alright if I just let you stay out here, Cheddar? Speak with animals.
Hi. So did your
So-
theory? What does theory mean? First of all,
It's an idea.
like when you have that thing in your head, like a headache with pictures.
Yeah, sure. But you think you can just stay out here for me, and if anyone tries to take you away, squawk really loud.
Oh, I can do that, sir.
Okay.
And he unfurls his wing to simply just as he tucks it back.
You all know the Putin
The pigeon saluting at Putin. Yeah. On this route, if his intelligence score is going to increase if he keeps asking you this many questions, you know.
Yeah.
Can we get a 20 intelligence Quetzalcoatlus?
So yeah, Cheddar starts out like bah! By the end of the campaign, he's like, "Dear sirs, there seems to be trouble afoot."
Psychic powers.
Please! We're going to teach this bird.
At the end of the campaign, Olga riding them out on a psychic pterodactyl.
Psychic.
And
Hey, is there a better use for a wish spell? That's all I'm saying.
all I need is a 5th level awaken.
Oh God,
Hey,
you
can we-
can awaken him. It would just
Can we teach
basically
him
just
English?
making him smarter, and you can teach him English, right?
He learns English.
There you go. It's on the table. I'm just saying. With that, the door is shut and you guys are enclosed in this walk-in freezer of a house, and you see this small kitchen area, a small living area, and a sort of circular staircase that goes upwards, presumably up into a bigger portion of his house. That is like the top that curves and comes to a point. So I suppose we can talk about the things.
Yeah. So you were obviously there when we went and talked to your high council. And my friends here noticed that you look pretty interested.
Interested? No, no, I am just small.
So a payment in exchange for an item doesn't interest you at all.
Item, I don't know item.
A very large payment.
Large. It says large. This guy's very nervous. He's just like, besides the sheer degree factor in his house, he's like shaking. It's not shivering. It's like literally fear.
Are you afraid of us or your
Ah,
great Caliph?
ah, that is
A little bit of both.
a bit of a difficult question. If you were me, you would not know how to answer.
If you're struggling to find words, I can just and
No, not look into my mind.
oh,
I mean,
Nice to
please
meet
don't
you.
look into my mind, sir.
I
Would you like a
it-
drink?
Yes, actually, I would.
I'll get some
drinks.
snacks prepared. And he turns around to his like his kitchenette area and just starts to like assemble different things. And you hear like, oh dear, oh my, as he starts to nervously shuffle things around.
Do you guys know of a way to calm him down? I don't know why I'm
No.
asking. This is 100% my type of thing here.
No, that's me.
Isn't there a spell called Calm?
Calm emotions, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
It doesn't
little
really
different.
do that.
it doesn't do what it says on the tin. It just lessens. Doesn't it charm people?
It lets you not be feared or charmed, I think.
It was when
Or-
it either charms people or it makes things unable to be feared or charmed.
Yeah, it's really weird. So whenever it's used, I usually just make it so it's like everyone's calm because that's like kind of the name of the spell. So, anyways, he starts to like, and you guys hear, and he turns around and he holds on like a plate. It's like not a plate. It's like a whole like tray of like what you would put like crackers and sausage and cheese and stuff on, except it's all ice cubes, and in cups are ice cubes. He sets it down nervously on the table. Hey, dig in. He picks up an ice cube
Thank
himself.
you. I think of it. Is it cheese? Is it cheese?
No, he just assembles them in like a cheese tray type fashion.
Bastard.
There's just a lot of ice cubes. There's like crushed ice, and then there's like cubes, and then there's like the spheres that are more like stacked up nicely. Yes, if you would prefer water to ice, just wait for it to melt.
I had some cubes.
How very kind.
Thank you.
I'm going to take some ice cubes and make myself comfortable on whatever piece of furniture is nearest.
There are a couple chairs at the kitchen, but there are also like couches. These lavish like beanbag chairs and like couches that are very cushiony and are made with these like fine fabrics. Weirdly royal for such a cold environment.
You seem nervous.
Oh.
Is it okay if I no? Yeah, you're not nervous. You're not. Is he
No.
still shaking?
Yeah. No. Perhaps you have
Um,
not enjoyed the ice enough.
Oh, I enjoy the ice.
Oh, good.
Is it okay if I allow you to just be a little bit more brave for the time being, so you're not literally shaking?
Roll a persuasion check.
Natural 20, baby.
All right, do whatever wizardry you want to my brain.
Cast heroism.
Okay, what does heroism do?
Basically, concentration for a minute. The creature I touch is imbued with bravery, and it's like immune to like being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting modifier.
All right, so he gets
Like-
temporary hit points in case you accidentally punch him while he's invincible again.
Or intentionally
But-
shoot him.
As you do
yeah,
so,
no.
just thank you. I actually feel much better. I wasn't anticipating that to work. I thought you were going to do mind sorcery on my brain.
No, I was just being honest. Allowing you to be brave, but
Right. I must now reveal my true self in order to get on fairgrounds. And out of his face sprouts a brown mustache.
Was
Right.
that the only change?
That is the only. This is what I look like. Besides that, it's just a mustache.
Why
Is
do
it
you
a
hide the
good-looking
mustache?
People don't like the mustache.
I love the mustache.
Let's
If you
bring
love
away
it,
the
that's all
mustache.
that
And it's
matters.
just like it's this huge, thick, fuzzy caterpillar mustache across the face. You like the mustache?
I
It's
love
really
the
mad
mustache.
if you like it, anyways.
Oh, dang! I
Not
guess
their
that's
mustache.
a good. That's a good point. It's just that
Yeah.
sometimes I walk
Hide your
in
face.
the alleys on the way to my house, and they look at me and they say, "Hey, mustache," and they beat me up.
They beat you up? You were in the storm dancers?
The John dancers, yes,
John dances.
they make fun of me. They call me a fairy. I am not a fairy. I'm a genie.
You
Because I do
you're,
the dance.
you're one of the big people around here.
Yeah, that is what I say. I say we do the dance, and you're saved because we do the dance. But they make fun of the dance.
They should
Next-
respect you more.
Yeah, you deserve some respect.
Next time, just let the storm hit, and then when
Yeah.
they all are complaining about the storm, say, "Well, your storm dancer is taking a break," and then see how much they like you.
Just let the storm hit it. Then they would be all dead.
Are the storm's that bad?
And he sort of
Really?
like sits down and he grabs a glass of ice and. That is an interesting idea. And he seems to. All you guys are like, get reassuring him. But as soon as you bring up killing people with the storm, he's very sincerely, "Oh, but that's just something I've never thought of before."
Well, there you
I'm
go.
not saying kill anyone. I'm just saying
No, but
allow
there's,
them to get.
you saw the storm. It would come in. It would break all the buildings. It would hurl everyone into the air. It would choke them. They cannot breathe. You saw it, yes.
And when that happens, we could give you a new home, a new land.
Where at?
What was it, like a couple hours, hour or two?
Yeah.
There's a couple hours of floating land currently inhabited by a big bird.
Metal bird.
Oh, no, we have one of those here. His name is Randy.
No, it's a different metal bird.
Different metal bird.
He looked very angry and stomping around.
Oh,
So
We could give it to you if.
well, perhaps I should not say much, but I've had a couple of swigs of ice, so I suppose here we are. We are told by the caliph not to inhabit that land, as he worked out some sort of deal with Big Dragon Bird.
Oh,
well, there wouldn't be a deal if the bird wasn't alive.
is a bird a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. We are told. He told us all, do not go to the place with the bird, with the land, and there's a big metal dragon bird, and he will eat you if you come near, but he will not eat you if you do not come over. We have worked out the deal. I say, "Yes, Grand Caliph, sir," and I move on with my day.
So that sounds like something where it was a threat, so he just gave it its own land.
No, the Caliph does not threaten me. He just
No, not
encourages.
the caliph,
with
the bird was a
violence.
threat.
Oh, yes, I suppose that's
And
right.
do you like it when the caliph encourages you with violence?
Not really, no.
So we do this for you. You give us something in return.
What are you doing for me? We have not worked out deal.
We free up this island. We go and kill this big metal bird.
You get a big chunk of land to yourself.
Home.
That is nice. But maybe you guys come visit like weekends. Maybe you say hi to your buddy Zumal. I don't want to be all alone. I'm alone now. It's
Actually-
not fun.
Yeah, maybe we do.
We could definitely come by. I don't know about every weekend, but
Oh,
Once in a while.
okay.
Hey. This is a little hard to get here from the material plane.
Oh, I get that. Yes, that makes sense. So what am I? Wait, what deal are we making? I'm sorry, I forgot.
we give you your own land. You give us possibly powerful item that embodies the power of the plane of air.
That you all know about. We know you know about it.
It's obvious.
Yes, the caliph says if you tell people about the essence, I hit you with a sword on your head.
Is the essence a sword then?
No, the sword is. He'd always tell me. He said, "Do not go there. I shall hit you in head with sword." But it's not. He does not say sword. I forget the word in common for sword. Not the sword, but the big stick with the little axe perhaps on the end, and
Halberd?
that is the word. He say,
Blade?
"I hit you in the head with halberd, you dummy Zumal." That's what he said.
So so the halberd has the essence or whatever in it.
No, that is a completely different halberd. I went off on a tangent there. Look, you're not supposed to know about the, this magical power of the airplane. You're not supposed to know that.
Well, you don't have to tell us. You could
We
just
know about it.
think about it, and Sweetie here can look at it.
No.
Oh, I'm not gonna read his mind. He didn't want me to do that.
Well, yes. Also, I have a problem with reading my minds. You see, to become John Dancer, you have to get mind, read, and they say, don't think of anything sexual. And as soon as they say that, your mind goes
You think it's something
places,
sexual.
and then they're like, what is this? Like your mother would not be proud of this. And then I think of my mother as well, and the sex mother, and then and then they almost kick me out of the whole place. Sorry,
Here,
what were we
just-
talking about?
Okay, you want us to come visit you, like after you get your own land, right?
Why I don't want to be alone. Maybe if there are friends
Well,
around.
Maybe
But if
you can always
you
make
don't get this
friends.
item for us, we can't save the material plane, so we can't come back. So if you want friends to come
You
say
want to
hi
know
every
what?
once in a while,
All right, I have idea. I get to you this object, and if I do, the results may be catastrophic, and I
What?
come back to the plane with you. I just go to your place.
See, that's a good idea.
What do you mean the
Yeah.
results may be catastrophic?
Well, it's the perhaps we shouldn't be talking so loud. Maybe the caliph is listening, and he says, Umar, if you tell people about the essence, I shall hit you in the head with halberd. He said that, if you recall.
If the essence was removed from this plane, would it destroy the entire plane?
All right. You really want to do this. You want to get in on the inside. You want to get the essence. You don't care about casualties. You don't care about the
No,
caliph.
we
You don't.
do care about casualties. That's why I'm asking.
If you get the essence, people die, probably.
probably. So there's a
But-
chance that they don't.
Caliph is I forget the word in common. It is a donkey, and the back end of the donkey is what is he?
Jackass?
That's the one. The caliph is a jackass.
So what does him being a jackass have to do anything with?
I can't. Oh, Zumo, don't let it out. I need your full commitment if I'm going to show you the details of the inner workings of the Citadel.
We can get you out of this place for sure. Yes.
Our home is a little warmer. Well, a lot warmer than this place is, though.
Yeah, especially this house.
There is cold parts.
That's fine. This come from first time I get genie wish power. I say, "Oh, I'm a little hot," and then now it is snow forever in my apartment.
Well, you have to be careful what you wish for.
Like you may have come up to the door and like it was cold and you thought, "Oh, this is mysterious and maybe it's something very cool and element." No, I just accidentally missed the weather in here.
And when that happens,
Yeah. So look, if we're all going in on this, we have to go on this together. I cannot provide a lot of information if you're not willing to accept that maybe the caliph and the other jaunt dancers who call me fairy boy Zumar, if you do not accept that, perhaps they will die as well.
If you help us, we will do whatever is necessary to get the essence and get you out of this place safely.
You promise?
Pinky.
Oh, perfect. I was planning on this. He unsheathes a rapier at his side.
What are you doing?
We cut off our fingers to pack. Do we make a pact with one another?
you
No, you link pinkies. Here,
like,
give me
you
your hand.
shake his
No,
pinky.
no, I think we need a blood pact. That is how we usually swear things in here in the plane.
Do we have to
just
cut off a
cut
finger?
your palm.
Or-
Yeah, we
we
could
just cut
cut
our-
palm as well. I thought you wanted to
Oh,
cut off
okay.
finger. I thought you got excited.
I'll cut.
He's holding
someone,
a giant sword.
Something.
You can cut your palm with it.
Sword. Short sword.
Oh, all right, that looks a
I
little
take the entire
small,
blade
but
and just.
okay.
I hand
so-
the dagger up to.
Hogar and Sweetie, I need you guys to both inflict that damage upon yourself. Roku, you're gonna get it back in 10 seconds anyways,
I was
so
handing
it's
my-
fine.
Oh wait, Hogar, did you also slit your hand?
When he has
Alright.
his sword up, can I just like grab it and
I was
Yeah.
handing it to him, but I guess I'll slip my hand with my short sword.
This thing is a rapier, so it's kind of small and dainty as like a sword weapon, but like he's also a size bigger than you, so it's weirdly large. So you have to like, and you just end up slicing open your palm.
I took 7 damage.
Okay. All right, everybody
wait,
now, hands in.
it's healing, it's
Sure,
healing,
wait,
it's healing.
What's
Even the blood
what's
is
the short
clearing up
sword's
by
damage?
itself. That's impressive. A D6.
D6? Okay. There you go. And put my hand in the middle because
Hand in.
I don't have
And he
regenerative
goes.
powers.
He puts his hand open in the middle and like waits for all you guys.
I'm just gushing blood all over his hand.
And
Oh,
he like puts your
God.
hands in one at a time and he goes zip, a zap, a zap, boop, and he sort of this weird swirling of primordial magic coats your guys' hands. All right, we're good. And they pull your hand back.
Well,
Is my hand still bleeding?
Yes, I mean like you guys cut open your hand, so it's just like oh shit. But like
5
What's that
hit
for?
points. Just my hand glow and just seals itself.
all right, come with me up to my stairs, up the stairs with me.
I go the stair up the stair.
And
up
he
the
goes-
stairs with him.
And
up
he's a little trouble with common. And he goes to the middle of the stairway, the circular staircase, and goes wee and floats directly upwards through the like the middle area of the stairs.
I'm gonna do the same with Nimbus.
You go wee as well.
Floats up.
Yes.
We.
Can I grab his ankles?
And as you guys you fly upwards and you guys see this sort of attic space, and there are just bookshelves all over in this attic area. Not a single book coating these shelves, by the way, but there's just space for it, and he's put like stuff like memorabilia on it. It's like basically the equivalent of like that shelf behind Ave, like just like pop figures everywhere as opposed to like actual books. It's like little figurines of like soldiers and like little model replicas of like weapons. And he has a collection of ice cubes that are all set out. Like they must be his favorite ice cubes that he keeps them on display for. But to the left of this room, there's a large sort of steel door, and it has like 4 different locks on it. And he like puts his finger up to one, and it like, and then he goes and he pulls open this large door, and inside is a small carpeted room that is regular temperature. And as he pulls the door back, he shoves the ice and snow out of the way. And all right, come in, shut the door on your way in, please.
All right.
As you walk in, he emanates a small paper lantern out of his hand that sort of floats above you all. So, and it's a small sort of study area. He has a desk, which all the drawers are locked as well. So whatever is in there must be very secretive. And that is all. It's just like this desk where he goes to be like private, apparently. He unlocks 5 of the 6 desk drawers. He particularly leaves the bottom right drawer closed. But he starts pulling papers out of the desk drawers and slamming them onto the table. So here's everything you must know. And he sort of like parts out these blueprints for you. So, in order for this piece of land to float, you need something to cause it to float. Have you ever seen the air balloons with the fire and it makes them float?
The hot air balloons?
Yes. You must get the hot air, you must get the balloon, then the basket float. The same is with the city. Legend says the Caliph has some creature underneath the city, and he points to like a certain set of schematics that show this like this complete hollowed out area in the bottom of this chunk of land. Something is here that is keeping the thing afloat, like hot air balloon.
So, are you saying that the essence we need is in this creature?
I am saying the essence you need is the balloon, and the creature is the air. But in order to get balloon for yourself, air is freed. So that means whatever creature the Caliph has chained to keep this city afloat will be released.
That's not good. And then the
But-
city would probably fall as well.
Precisely.
But also, everyone here, they can fly, right?
Yes, but flying is like walking for you people. It's exhausting after a while, you know? You have to take a rest, or like maybe you can't like think about your like brain, you can't think while you're doing it. Which reminds me, when you're in the depths of the city and he like pulls up like more schematics and like he has like calculations written out. When you're in this below area, in this secretive place, you cannot fly either. The interference with the weird creature is too strange. You can't fly magically like you can fly here if you think about it. So you'll need another way to fly.
Bird.
Run.
Nimbus.
Run is the one.
Yes.
So,
Well, if we didn't want, I do not want this city to fall. I'm sure my companions don't either. So, how do we take the essence and also maybe stop this monster, but still find some way to keep the city floating?
Well, perhaps you would need big monster to chain up underneath like he has for the last thousands of years.
So we have to find this creature, release it, and then we get the air essence.
And then chain it back up and put another balloon up.
No, 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 no. Once you take out the essence, the creature is freed. There's nothing you can do, unless perhaps you can coax it back in to keep it, but I'm afraid it's out completely.
I can try for an hour,
To do what?
make it stay.
Well, that might be enough to chain it back up and reset the sort of magic. The legend says that the Grand Caliph found this land and he fought a large creature from a different plane on the land in order to keep it afloat. And he enslaved the creature forever, daring, sort of get in the way of the jinn. So, yeah, everyone knows the legend, but no one knows what it is.
Hmm.
Do you know how to get down there?
Yes. He pulls out like another manila folder and there is one entrance that I know. And he shows, it is beneath the chair of the caliph. His chair,
Oh.
it rotates up and it lets you, go down into the area.
Okay.
How often does he leave his chair?
Oh, I'd say he still has his lavish meals every day, and he eats in the dining room section of his place. But other than that, he stays up in that city. So you would have to coax him with either fine gin or airplane women or fine food. Either one of those would probably work. He does not want ice cubes. Don't ask, don't try. I've tried.
Hogar here is our chef.
So how do you have all this stuff?
Well, roll an insight check, Hogar. Specifically, Hogar.
That's nice. +8. Let's see. It's a dirty 20.
And he sort of starts to, he glances down at the locked drawer of his desk and looks back up. No one really likes me here in the plane, so I decided to plot against them.
And destroy and possibly kill them all.
Precisely.
What do you gain out of this then?
The
Freedom.
caliph,
I thought we.
he's dead. Yes, when I was boy, they find us when we are a baby. They say, you will be John Dancer. And I grow up and I say, no, please, Dad, let me play the sports in school. And he say, no, you must dance. And he hit me in the face. So I dance and I dance and I jiggle and I dance. And then eventually when I grow up, because the jaunt dancers are very special breed. Only one is born after the other die. So before me, the day before I was born, the former jaunt dancer die. And Genie are practically immortal. So I'm stuck in this position until I die. And I don't want to dance because he say I hit you in the head with halberd. The other dancers, they call me ferryman. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be free. I want to have intercourse with women. I must take vow of celibacy. The caliph himself doesn't be celibate, but I have to. It's disgusting. I want to live.
You said you had some sort of wish power.
Yes, I am a genie. Yes, so my wishes are pretty good.
Would that be able to somehow make the city retain its ability to float after we take the essence?
Perhaps.
So if I'm not wishing for anything right now, but if I just right now wished, I wish for the essence of the plane of air and for the city to stay afloat like any other, like a normal day. or stay afloat forever like it has been.
But if it stay afloat, how am I going to not dance anymore? I don't want to dance anymore, guys.
We just
We just take you with us.
Right, but they will find me and they will hunt me and they will probably kill me.
Mm.
Can we fake your death? Is that a thing we can do?
Oh, what? I don't think that worked that way, sweetie. One, he said humans are practically immortal, and two, he said the dancer are born the day after the other dies.
we could fake his killing.
Could you wish to not be a dancer?
No, my wishes are very weak.
But we,
I don't know. Do you have a wish?
I look over at Roku and then I kind of realize like, oh, we just kind of used it again.
He starts nibbling nervously on an ice cube.
Not at the moment, no.
So,
Hmm.
why do they need 4 dancers?
5.
Why do they need 5 dancers?
That is precisely the amount it takes to control the storm.
And is that some special ritual that you can pass on your dancing powers to some jinn who wants to dance?
No, I don't think so. They only tell me when I grow up. They say only you can dance.
Question: how often do big storms come through?
About every day.
What if, right before the big storm, what if we, or thing, right before the big storm, like we leave, so the storm hits them right as we all leave.
Right. And then what?
Then the storm hits them, they die, you escape.
Well, so are we not getting the element source then?
No, we do that. We
Well,
do
then
that.
the city will fall from the sky and get destroyed into oblivion. There will be no storm tomorrow. The city will go careen from the skies.
Where will it fall to?
Well, we'll have to get out very quick.
Is the Earth plane like down there a ways?
No. In fact, I had a friend in grade school. He fall off the cloud, and we say, buddy, it's fly, but he hit his head on a rock. So as he fell, he was unconscious, and his body started to fall, and it is like depth of great ocean as the pressure started sort of pressing on him even further. And the more he fell, the more it like, and then he got crushed into a tiny ball of blood and flesh, and you get crushed.
That doesn't sound good.
No, not
at
good.
all.
No. And like for his funeral, we had to be like, I wish for him to be uncrushed, but it just like sort of flew all his guts everywhere, and he like exploded again. And that's why they stopped letting me wish for things. I should have known that before I turned my house into the winter.
So you can't just wish.
So wait. Your wish ability. How does that work?
I cast wish.
Do you have like a? Can you only use it once per so many days? Or?
Once a year. After that, you start to get very weak. That's how you die, usually. I heard the caliph can do it 3 times a year.
Well, I'm pretty sure our boy here can do it 4 times a year.
12.
Wait, what? 12 times a year?
Or is it once a month?
Yep.
I thought it was once every 3.
Once every
Perhaps.
30 days.
Perhaps you could be John Dancer, I suppose. Because everyone better at wishes than Jamal.
Wait, what makes you able to be a John Dancer anyways? if
Next
every
Tuesday.
Jin can do wish powers.
Well, it's not about the wish when it comes to the jaunt dancing. It comes to the dance. It's a magic power. I don't know. I don't question it.
So it's a dance that can't just be learned by anyone.
Oh, it's not about the dance moves. It's about the magic. You know, sometimes
So can we
sometimes the
just-
dance is like this and then one of these, and sometimes it's like, oh, one of these. You know, it just depends on the day.
Okay, this is gonna sound really weird. I'm not trying to say anything, but is there a way we can almost just cut the magic out of you so you don't have to do the dance?
You want what now?
Take the magic out of you and put it in someone else. So you're like you dancer.
How
Not all your magic, but
how-
just your
how would you do that?
dancing music.
Sweetie, I do have an idea. How many charges do you have in that resurrection?
I'm sorry, what?
Let's see. It's been at least 5 days, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
it has
Yeah.
been 5 days.
It has.
Yeah, I can.
He
It's full.
slowly starts to back up. I am afraid I don't know what you mean.
Well, in theory, we may have a way where you can stop being a giant dancer and still be alive.
Well, hey, they say that.
Hopefully, maybe.
No, wait.
Maybe.
They say after you die, the no giant dancer is born. But what if you were to come back?
I don't know. Are we going to try that?
I
I have
I'm not
never
going to do
died
anything.
before.
It's right.
talk to Roku about that one. He
It was
has.
hell. It was awful.
Mine was just, I died before I was just.
I need one of you guys to roll a persuasion check.
I got it.
I would give you advantage since you're all sort of like trying to convince him, but you also get disadvantage because you're convincing him to be murdered, and he's obviously not very happy about that.
That's a 19 plus 13, so that's a 32.
No, that makes sense.
I mean, did they really need 5 dances? You couldn't have danced the moment you were born.
No, I did. Not the moment, but pretty soon.
Or like a storm comes
Newborn
every
baby.
day.
Yes, they had me. I was in my diaper, and I walk up to the place, and I stopped the storm. I don't remember it very well. It was only, it was all 3 years ago. I was an infant, so
Say 3 years.
yes, 3 years.
You Jins were basically immortal.
Yep.
How long do you guys live for?
Oh, 1,000 or so years. It really depends on
Okay.
if you meditate and if you don't get stabbed a bunch.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It was.
So this idea.
Right, so you
This
kill
is
me.
this
We
is
play
completely
the system.
this is completely your choice.
Hopefully, a body doesn't disappear into nothing. Do Jins leave behind a body?
I don't remember.
Resurrection.
Well, yes, they do. My friend from grade school, he is crumpled ball of guts. And his body was left behind.
Oh, good.
Yes, very good. Of course it's good. What part about that would be bad?
The fact that he's
So
dead.
should we? Okay, so in this scenario, you die. How long should we wait before resurrecting you? Should we just resurrect you the next second, or should we wait to make sure the power
Like the
passed
next
on?
day, like how you said was long before you were born, since the last John Dancer died.
I was born, John Tenser died. I was born exactly at midnight next day.
Okay.
So
Hopefully, if we do this, isn't fuck everything up.
So if we do this at like late at night, if
Yeah,
we do
it's-
this at like,
It's 6:30 right now.
so if we waited until like 11 and then did it, and then waited till like 12:30 and then brought you back.
Well, it probably would be midnight the next day.
Well, just give it some time to make sure the power passes.
But if we kill you, wouldn't Khalif know?
Yeah, I mean, he'll know I'm dead.
But that also means you couldn't show your face until we
Okay.
leave.
So I die. I come back. No more joint dancer for Zumo. But then, what are you guys going to do about your element?
I mean, we'll still get that either before or after we fake your death.
Well, if you're going to cause whole citadel of ice and steel to come plummeting out of sky and crushing under the pressure of the weight of the plane, then you don't need to free me. I'll just leave with you guys.
Yeah, but see, we're trying to not do that.
If we can we try and do the thing where we wish for the power, but then keep the city floating?
I think that's a little bit too much to put in one wish, sweetie.
I have no problem with letting the city fall.
Yes, the Caliph is very rude, man.
Yes, what about everyone else?
Pink fly.
Well, they call me ferryman. My dad always pressured me to be like him, you know. He always wanted to be John Dancer, and he said, I don't want to be John Dancer, and he hit me. And my mother, she always says, you know, you are a disgrace to family, Zumal. You're the worst genie in the whole world. So yeah, I don't really care if
Guys-
everyone dies. It's kind of my personal preference.
Guys, think about what we're doing in Convy. We're trying to bring people together, even though almost the entire continent hates orcs. We're still trying to get them to change their minds and be better. So why do we think killing off an entire city of people, how is that going to help?
They can fly.
Yeah, but they also get tired, like he said. Imagine if someone came in and just destroyed your home. I don't think that we should destroy the city.
Well, yeah, I don't really care. They big jerks, so jackasses, as you say.
I'm
I
gonna
care
look
about
over,
most.
or yeah, sorry, I'm gonna look over at Zumal, and I want to take off the porcelain doll mask
Oh,
and
that's
just show him. Trust me, I know people can be jerks, and I'm still trying to do this. I don't think we should destroy the city. And then I've been made fun of my entire life because of this. And I put the mask back on.
yeah, well, yeah. All right, yeah, cool, whatever. If you want to kill city, I don't care. If you want to kill the Caliph, I don't care.
What would happen if we killed the Caliph?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. He never die. All other genies die. Caliph, he been here forever.
Would the city fall if he died? Wait, we were born anew?
I don't know. Genies are weird. Anyways, could you guys? I mean, we're burning daylight here. If you're gonna kill me, just lop the head off. Let's get moving. I'm kind of nervous. I never died. Like, should I do that? Like, would that help if I stick my neck out? What's going on? Why are you guys all just kind of staring?
We're thinking.
I don't really want to destroy an entire city, even if they are jerks.
You big jerks, yes. Well, anyways, here is the the guards that will be in front of the vaults and in front of the doors. They have the 3 elementals in front of the door, and then they have some sort of person who's down below who makes sure everything is in order, some sort of slave keeper person. So I don't know, but here, anyways, so there's that.
Wait,
You
did
want
you
this-
say vaults? Like vaults with a lot of money?
No, only big creature, or maybe money. I don't know. I've never been there.
Are there other vaults with money?
Not that I know of.
I was gonna say I'd help you tear this place down in a heartbeat, but
Hmm. I'm right back and get some water.
I'm at a standstill.
Well, I'll go. I want to go get drink too if we're just going to sit here and stare at one another. I'm going to go fill cup up with ice cube.
Tom, what do we do? Tom, what do we do?
I personally don't care.
Because like
Roku has the main objective, and he doesn't really care about anything else.
that's fair. But also like this is like Sweetie is trying to fix this thing. So I don't want to just murder off an entire group of people.
They can fly.
Yes, they can fly, but where are they gonna go? Are they just gonna fly forever?
Not our problem.
Are they all gonna slowly
Not our
just get
problem.
crumbled more and more? They're all just gonna slowly die to the compression of the air.
Mm-hmm. Or some of them might make it to that land to get eaten by a dragon, a metal dragon. Not a problem. Or they can wish for land that floats.
Why don't they just wish for land? Rick?
But I am waiting to get killed. I hope you guys come up with a decision soon. You know, that like you talked me into it, and the adrenaline was running, but now I'm like, like maybe I don't want to die. I don't know.
Fuck.
Rick, I didn't get placed in plat. I got placed in gold.
Lame. So you lied to me?
After my
Major placements?
after my first game, I was playing with plats and diamonds. Then I lost that game, and I was playing with silvers and golds. And then I lost another game, and another game, and
Hey, it's
yeah.
funny because you didn't text me when I said, "Hey," when you
You
start
weren't
playing
online
competitive.
anymore. You weren't online anymore. Eat my
I
ass.
said text. I said text me.
You were not online. I don't know what you want from me.
I said text me.
So, do we have a decision yet? Or literally anything else besides standing in this man's room staring at stuff?
Well, either way, we're going to have to free the creature to get the item we need. Whether or not we can get it back chained up is going to be the issue. And if we can't, the city's going to fall.
And then you
Just
come
really
back.
hiding around that
You
house.
come back here to my house. You find me, and you say, "Hey, wake up! The city is falling." And I say, "Okay," and I go with you.
That.
Can you wish for more land?
Not really. The land that we wish for is always comes out sort of tainted. It doesn't last long. It crumble eventually into the abyss below us. So
Can you wish for this land to stay afloat forever, no matter what?
I can't.
Roku, when can you do your thing again?
25 days.
Mm.
Want to wait 25 days? Just kidding. We have like 7 left
Until what?
till the 10 days are up.
That's
That's
if
fake.
maybe.
The 10 days. So we're destroying the city.
I would rather not destroy the city.
Well, no matter what, that's going to be a risk.
I know.
Also think of it like this. We destroy the city, the people live, and then they get pissed off at our friend Ezekiel? What was his name?
Oh,
Zumal.
what are you talking about me? I'm standing right in front of you and you forget my own name.
He'll be dead. So I don't.
Sorry,
think
I
can
got
be mad
lost
at
in my
him.
own train of thought. Well, what if they find out that you're working with us, and then
Well, I'll
they
die.
live?
He'll be dead.
And you take me with you.
What if someone spots you on the way out?
They won't. I'll
We
change my
teleport
face.
out.
Look, ready? And his mustache sort of sucks back into his face.
That
He
changes
keeps
your
that.
appearance a lot less than you think.
No, look at this. Mustache. See, I don't
It's
like
like I'm looking at someone completely different.
two different people.
Hey, you get you a set of glasses too.
And he has these like thick, sort of like 70s like nerdy glasses.
That's perfect.
And it's magic.
Nobody will
Maybe if you
recognize
gave yourself legs.
And he explodes into being these legs, and they walk like this, like there's no bending at the knee because he doesn't walk. So he's like mimicking how.
Maybe not the legs. The legs might be a bad idea.
Yeah, Chick, that's a good call.
So, how do you want to die?
I don't know. It's very exciting. I don't know. How do you want to kill me? What's your favorite way?
I
What
usually
do
go
you-
for stabs, but
What are we gonna do afterward? Are we just gonna leave his house and go check out the metal bird? Or we wait to revive him?
we're
I
gonna,
don't think we need the metal bird.
gonna go try and steal the thing.
All in the same day? Like, if we steal the thing, then we won't need to kill him.
Then if we keep the city aloft, the people are gonna chase him down.
Why are they chasing him if we keep the city up?
Because they need their jaunt dancer.
Well, if they think I am dead, then they won't.
That's why we have to kill you.
Yes, that's why they're killing me.
So we kill him. We bring him back after 12.
But he was born at 12 the next day.
12 will be the next day.
You said 12 a.m., right?
Yeah, midnight. Although you people probably don't know that it's nighttime right now, so
No, you're not.
it's always sunny, you know, but there's no sun. It's always light.
So, no Jin ever came back from the dead? Really?
Not that I know of. We use our wishes mostly to benefit others. We've never really came back to life. We don't die very often either, so
Hmm.
You'll be a first.
Hopefully. And hopefully
all
nothing
right,
comes from the dead.
I'm getting too nervous. Please just get on with it.
Roku, just do it.
He sort of holds his hands up.
Wrist blade, I'm gonna stab him through the heart.
No, I take it back. I don't want to die anymore. And he starts like flailing around the room. Oh God, it hurts. And he continues to freak out. You didn't kill him yet.
I wanna try and telekinesis his heart and just rip it out. Just like pull only his heart.
You can't see his heart at the moment. In fact, the fact he
I
survived
didn't know if there was like a hole.
the heart, you don't know if he has one. He's like swiping the papers off his desk.
Wait. Calm down.
He's not calm. Like he's rolling on the floor, literally. He's like slapping the walls.
I'm gonna try and Assassin's Creed assassinate him.
Okay, how so?
You're causing a scene.
You take the wrist blade, you just jump on top of him and boom, right in the neck.
He just. There's my neck. God, I thought you would kill me already. And he's spasming underneath you as well.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be noticed by anyone.
Get off of me! Wait!
Yeah, I think the whole town heard you by now.
Oh, through the head.
I'm gonna do the Joshua cut off his head.
This is a nightmare! And you look and he all of his wounds get healed. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a reflex.
What was that?
Do it again. Oh no.
No. What did you just do?
I used magic to heal myself.
Was that the wish?
No, I got scared.
Well, you probably woke up the whole town by now.
Well, you gotta do it faster. It hurt really bad.
All right.
Roku.
We need to make sure if anyone comes here and asks if something's a problem, that you can tell them, no, nothing's wrong. Because someone's probably going to come and check for disturbance.
I very much doubt anyone will check on me to see if I'm okay. No one comes to visit me.
Roku, just
But you're a giant dancer, they wouldn't just let you be murdered.
I pull
Probably
out the handle of his small axe and just kind of lean it over towards Roku.
Now we're talking, and I'm gonna try and cleave him in half. Stand still.
One slash is not enough as his blood
I'm just gonna
starts
keep going
spraying
until
out.
I'm just gonna keep going until he stops moving.
Oh God, it hurts. Leave it in. You're like, God, you whip it out. Okay, thank you. This feels better. And he passes out and dies.
Roku, do you see any like magical essence like leaving him?
There's a lot of blood.
A lot of blood. Which is weird because he's
Can
like
you not
kind of
use-
like corporeal and like weirdly like mist. He doesn't like have like a corporeal body, but there's a lot of blood.
So what time is it? Any of you
He
guys know what
said
time it is?
6:30 last time we asked him, about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So what? We wait for.
Hopefully, we don't have to. Do we just wait? Do we put him in the bag while we wait?
We got to go get the stuff and get back here by midnight, resurrect him, and get out of here.
But when are we gonna use his wish to see if we can keep the thing afloat?
Now, the plan was to use Dominate Monster to try and keep the monster there while we chain it back up.
But then don't we need a new balloon? Since that's the hot air part.
He said we just need to chain the monster back up.
The monster is what's keeping this place floating. We just need to be able to keep it in place. It sounds like this item we're looking for is also the how it's bound to this island.
Okay.
Okay, now to start like looking at the schematics, just being like, okay, what goes where?
So, in the chair of the jaunt dancer leader that is the Grand Caliph, he has cracks in his chair that he will turn into a gaseous, misty cloud and sink within the cracks down a long circular tunnel underground into the. It's like an elevator, but just the elevator shaft. All the way down to a piece of ground that he can walk on. Then there's just emptiness, and then a vault door. And he has 3 air elementals guarding the vault door. And inside the vault, he doesn't reveal much, but the guard, he just notes that there's a magic using guard in that room.
Okay.
So it's just those 4 things we have to worry about. 3 air elementals, 1 guard.
Yep.
Plus monster, whatever that
Plus
thing is,
the monster.
creature. I want to try and unlock that bottom right drawer.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Can I assist him?
How would you like to assist him?
I don't know, with my my tools, maybe bang on a little or look in the inside, tell him to move his.
Sweetie, roll with
just
advantage.
pick one way or the other.
Fuck.
I just look at the
You
pins on the
said
lock.
you said sleight of hand.
Yeah.
16.
You open up. You pop the lock. Open up the drawer. And there's a leather-bound book that he has kept hidden in this drawer, and it says the challenges of Krevaku. It's spelled slightly different than what you think of. It's like it's Kray apostrophe va dash ku Krevaku. So it's like some weird old language way of spelling it, but
Pick it up and start flipping through it.
I want to since I'm also the one that opened it, I want to be right there, also looking at it with him.
I know, but
it tells about Krevaku being born and how he finally found out that he was a demigod, a son of Kord, and he used such power to attempt to assuage his father into favor. And it details his accounts of what he did to conquer the lands. It goes one by one to each of the cities and about how he just walked up, assassinated the person in power, and basically threatened everyone else with torture or murder or compliance. He eventually used his powers to summon a giant snake into the plains. It was a weird elementally powered snake that was eventually killed upon the hills of Midrock. So that's its skeleton lies there above the mountains, and after that, Krevaku was defeated as well.
Is
Does
it
it say
detail?
by what?
It just says that eventually enough forces came together that he was able to be defeated, but no one, it's like makes a point to say no one really knows how. Only that the Illithids were able to subdue his mind long enough to trap him within rock, transmute him to be a part of the stone, and even that couldn't kill him. That just subdued him for the time being.
Is there anything in there about Celestian?
Roll an investigation check. This is like a chapter book you guys are kind of like flipping through, so
Yeah, I assume there's like a, I don't know. I assume it would be later.
but yeah, you can take time
investigation?
and scroll through it. Yeah.
That's gonna be a 14.
Yeah, looking through it, especially like over Roku's shoulder, you don't really know anything of Celestian, nothing of note. They don't introduce a lot of characters in this book. It's mostly just when he took over the land, which is now known as Trusk, he assassinated their head chief, the head orc chief, and demanded following by the masses. So it doesn't give a lot of names, and you definitely don't see any Celestian in there.
Just because like we're flipping through it, I'm still just gonna make note of it. Later, we should probably look through a little bit more detailed, just in case. My biggest concern would be anything about Celestian, about his divine spark. I didn't see anything just looking over your shoulder, Roku, but we should probably look into that.
All right. And I'm going to tuck it in my breastplate.
Okay. Is that all you want to read of the book at the moment?
I mean, he put it away.
Yeah, I guess.
If there's anything else.
So, are we going now?
Are we? How are we gonna maybe use his wish power to help keep the thing afloat if we had to?
I don't think we have to worry about keeping this thing afloat because Roku's gonna control the creature, and then we're gonna try and rebind it.
Well, what if it's powerful enough to resist?
Well, then that's where we run into a problem.
Then we just leave.
I don't want to just leave and doom all these people.
Well, as of now, that's the plan. If you got a better plan,
But also, if we leave these people, then we're risking all of the people we know. Are we going to sacrifice our potential lives for saving a flying city full of flying people, or potentially have gods come in and wipe out all of civilization?
If Kuraku is to be trusted, then that's not going to happen in the first place.
Well,
We're
I'm
doing-
also a tad bit worried about Krivaku. Not enough to not trust him. I do trust him, but also if history repeats itself, it's a possibility. I don't know. I think
Rick
these
still here?
people,
Not
I
with
can
you guys.
contact him.
I know that. Do you want to just leave him to die too?
I plan on getting him out of here, or at least making sure he has a house before then.
I think he'd be fairly cross with us if we just let this whole place fall.
he'll care.
I want to cast sending to Rick.
Mhm.
Hey, Rick. Have you found a house yet? Is it here in the airplane, or is it in the material plane?
You're never gonna believe it. I found a quaint little place here. It's on its own floating island. It's nice. It's reminiscent of home, and I'm excited.
Okay. Sorry, just spoke to Rick there. It says that here he says that he found his own little place on its own little island. So I think Rick should be fine.
Okay, and that's good. That's good. But if we do just let the city fall, you don't think none of the survivors come trying to look for us for revenge?
But we're gonna try our best to prevent that from happening. But if it comes to that, it comes to that.
Also, if they try and attack us, we also have gods to fight. I don't know if the gods would, or if they would side with them, or if any of the gods would just like brush them off.
I don't know.
Well, what spells do you guys know to subdue a monster?
None.
Monster.
I can beat it to death, but that's not what we're looking for.
Stop resisting!
I can make the monster smaller.
That might be helpful. Who knows?
I can make it slower. I can make it smaller.
Making it slower would definitely help.
I might be able to mess with its mind a little bit.
That'd be good too. Make it think it wants to go back to be chained.
I could modify its memory, make it so it's scared of leaving. Put something so dreadfully terrifying in his mind that he can't leave.
We could.
So are we gonna go now, or what?
Are we? I don't know.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I guess so.
All right, where are you headed?
Where's our plan to sneak in?
I don't know.
Well, that's a great plan, let me just say.
I think we go through the main door. Then I don't know. How long can you guys hold your breath?
Well, with the staff, I think I can look like the genie thing. Can I do that?
It makes it look like Zumal.
As he hits the ground, a puff of mist just as it fades. You take the reminiscent shape of Zumal.
Wow. Impersonating a dead person, Roku.
Now you just have to do his voice, and you're all good.
Give me a best Zumal voice.
Can you generate air with that stick?
One moment, please.
I think I see where you're going, sweetie.
It is
you
called the
both-
air generating stick. I mean,
I can control weather and create a fog cloud.
You can control it. They need 5 years.
Yeah,
to
if you control
you
weather,
do
can
with
he
a
just like
staff.
create air in the bag?
I would have to look through the spell.
Can we just give someone the staff and have them control the weather away whenever it comes?
Oh no! I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying
That's not
at
what
all.
you're saying. That's what I'm saying.
My idea right now is you guys get in the bag of holding, but you use the stick to generate air for yourselves so you don't suffocate. Sweetie then turns into ant. Ant, crawl up, crawl down through the cracks. In hole.
But you're just an ant.
Yeah, you're a dumb, stupid ant.
Yeah, you're a dumb, stupid ant.
You dumb, stupid ant.
But then you could just, and he'd be back to Sweetie.
Yeah, but he gets dumb.
He has a
stupid
dumb,
ant.
stupid ant brain, though.
You can't be like, I don't want to be a dumb, stupid
Oh
ant
yeah,
anymore.
never mind. I keep thinking polymorph, B shape, same thing, and it's not.
Wild,
Or wild shape.
I assume
Wait.
this is happening on the way to the Capitol building.
No, I think it's on the.
I
In
don't
the-
think this
in
is a
the deep-
conversation.
The deep freezer? Okay, cool.
No, not the deep freezer, the warm room. With
Yeah,
one that's
well,
not cold.
it looks like a deep freezer, but it's the only warm room in the house.
Wait, Roku, can't you turn yourself into like a bird with that thing?
Eagle.
A very majestic eagle sprouts. And you notice as well that you sort of the staff changes to accommodate for whatever you turn into.
Okay, so you think we could get in there within 5 minutes?
I don't know, I suppose.
Because there's about 10 minutes of oxygen in this bag.
Mm,
If me and Hogar get in there,
that's 5 minutes apiece.
and then you turn into a bird, so the bag is on you with the bird, kind of like how your stick did. Then we get in, you somehow go down in there, and then we all get out of
As
the
a
bag.
bird, I don't think the hole is big enough for him to go down in there as a bird. Has Turner started squawking yet, by the way?
No, not yet.
We have a guard bird. And what, are we gonna need to bring Cheddar down to the basement?
Oh,
so
I
you
think we should
fly on
leave
him?
Cheddar here with,
The body?
yeah, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we should just try walking in. They said it's late. Maybe he's going to bed or something. I don't know.
What about you in the capital then?
Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know either. And you guys just expecting if we fail to rechain the beast to just be able to get back here and resurrect him while the city's falling?
But we do have teleport spells and dimension
Yeah.
spells, and I think we'll be okay.
Wait.
I don't know.
Do you think the cracks are big enough to be visible? Wait,
I don't know.
wait.
When it shrunk back down, did like the dome close back over it, or is it just open to the air?
What are you talking about?
The where the caliph's chair is, was it closed in the entire time?
The way he does it is he just like assimilates into mist and falls beneath the floor.
No. When like he opened up the dome,
Mhm.
was he like in the air, or was there a roof over his head, or?
No, so there's like regularly a roof, and that thing could crack open, and he extends like hundreds of feet into the air
Okay.
on this like pillar.
Okay. If we're able to get in the room, one of us has to get in the bag, besides me, and we can get down
Guys
there.
here.
Besides me.
I'll get in the bag.
So if we can get in that room, I can snap me and Roku down there. You hop out of the bag.
I think you have to get me out of the bag. I think I can hop out of the bag myself.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, how are you gonna snap us down there?
How much is in that bag right now?
A lot.
Can I even
Stuff.
fit?
You could probably fit. I mean, how much space? Or I don't know how much space is actually in here.
All right, I'm gonna try to step in.
We fit several bodies in here before. You're fine.
All right, let's just test it out right now. I'm gonna try and get in the bag.
Okay.
Step in.
So,
1 foot first.
sweetie, how much stuff do you have in there? Do you have a sheet in which you have it all written down?
Yeah. Before he hops in, I'm gonna take out the lithid body.
Okay.
Um,
Let go of this weird roll up and drop it on the floor.
but we just got rid of a 2,500 gold block. So we have five 2,500 gold blocks. 2 little egg lights, an amulet, love potion number 9, 100 feet of rope, including a grappling hook, a note, 2 empty soul canisters, a crowbar, some dark common clothes, a diplomat pack, our divine spark, wait, Roku, do you have the purple ring?
Yeah.
For some reason I have it written in the bag. 2 vials of the diamond dust. No more lithid body. 2 jars of brains that I could honestly get rid of. The tentacle chair, the one we stole from the Lithids, the demon bow, the star cloak, our tentacle rod, various armor platings, an entire werewolf.
Yeah, that might have to come out.
Entire werewolf minus a leg.
Werewolf minus a leg.
One-legged werewolf. That's something a band.
And that's all?
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, Hogar, you put 1 foot in and you hit the bottom of the bag as you can't fit yourself in.
Well, this is as far as I go. I take my foot out. Gotta take something out of there.
Okay. You see a snout emerge from the bag, along with the entire pelt of just start shaking a werewolf.
His werewolf body contorts and falls onto the floor.
Try again.
Step in.
You vanish inside the demiplane of the bag.
What do I
Hogar.
see?
You land on a pile of just shit, like random shit that's been thrown into this bag. Different magic items, tentacles, or weird dead people stuff. Like,
Slap them.
roll me a perception
crowbar?
check as you're in the bag.
Why do we have 2 crowbars? That's 23.
You look at all this shit, and it is currently like pushing at the bounds of this demiplane. It's like against the walls of everything that is here. And you see 2 sconces that were destroyed previously, specifically by your arrows that have been shoved into the bag. If you recall, these are the ones that Norik used to commune with Enoch and Vandra.
I have those.
And they were broken and shoved into the bag. And at this moment, they are currently fused together and emanating a red light.
That's not good. I start walking over towards it.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Yes. 15.
You squeeze yourself in between the shit in this bag and the edges and the bounds of this empty force field that is this demiplane, and you try to shove your way under there, but you can't seem to make it right now.
Mm,
The rest of you in the not bag world, what do you do?
balls.
How long should we leave him in there for?
Mm.
Shake it and then ask him if he got shaken around when he was in there.
Hogar. An earthquake of things just collapse on top of you.
Shit. Get off my tentacle chair. Go over there.
Hey, Ogar.
Yeah,
Do
you
you wanna come
can't
out?
hear, sweetie. You cannot. You are stuck
What are they
under a
doing out
mountain
there?
of rubble at this moment. You have gold bricks on you. You have tentacles, just tentacles on you, and it's currently weighing on top of you. Like you are physically restrained.
Should we wait the entire 10 minutes or pull him out now?
Yeah, we might as well try and grab him out. I try and
And as you
I think-
reach in and think of Hogar, you get skyrocketed through this mountain of gold that just flays off all around you, and you see Sweetie's hand, and he just come out of the bag.
So, there's a theme there.
there's a few things in there.
No, there's a thing in there. You remember those sconces we destroyed?
Yeah.
That connected, what's his nuts? Enoch and Avandre?
Yeah.
They fused and they're glowing.
What does that mean?
It's best you see for yourself. I don't have the bag for
Can I
you.
just put my head in the bag?
Yes, you can.
Let's just put my head in the bag.
And you're oriented upwards, so everything is upside down. And you look up at this hulking mountain of gold bricks, weaponry, and various tentacles. And yeah, you see that the rebar from the sconces have fused together magically and are now emanating this dull. It's a different red. It's not like red like it was before, but it's now deep. It's like a scarlet.
Yeah, no, they're definitely fused. I don't know if
something-
that's
Do we deal with that now or later?
Well, you see, I don't fucking know.
we can always ask your big brother about it.
How would he know anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. He seems to know some stuff. He's been around for quite a long time.
I mean, yeah, sure. You can ask him about it.
I don't know. It might interest him. Okay, we need to go destroy the city. Not destroy the city, but steal the city's things.
And thus destroy it.
Yep, let's party.
All right. You finally emerge, and the cold hits you. Just you're like, God damn it! As you trudge through the snow and ice
Are you
downstairs.
even sure this will take us until midnight?
What?
Are you even sure that this little escapade will take until midnight?
Well, if it doesn't, we'll grab his corpse and take it with us.
Do we even need his corpse?
Yes.
You don't want the rod.
Do we even need his corpse?
To resurrect him or to teleport him with you? Because either one, yes,
Resurrect
you need
him.
his corpse.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so do you make your way to the Capitol building?
Yes.
You make your way outside, and Cheddar like looks at all you guys and like gives a half-hearted smile through his beak.
Hey, Cheddar.
What?
I need you to stay here.
Right.
Right. All right. All right.
And he sort of
Thank
like goes into sentry mode as he scans back and forth. You make a very hearty and quick jaunt over to the place you knew before, running past the marketplace as people are trying to pawn items off on you. Like, sir, would you like some new armor? It's made by the finest. And you're like, not interested. And you had to like shove out of their way. Eventually, you get to the metal sort of swinging doors of the Capitol building once again.
Wait, are we all the way up the stairs?
No, would you like to go upstairs?
Yes.
Do I get in the bag now?
Yeah, what it was.
No, just wait.
There are two air elementals that are covered in this plate armor and these large weapons as you try, and they're standing on either side of the Capitol door, and they take note of you as you walk in.
Yeah, let's go in.
I'm gonna walk past. I'm gonna give him a nod. Walk past like I belong here.
Confidence. And you walk in the doors, and the stairways greet you again. It's not as busy as it was earlier in the day, but there's still voices and people to be heard around.
And then, okay. So, are we? Will we be at the top?
Okay. You guys walk the stories upwards that it takes as you finally get to the top, and you see the entrance to the larger circular room you were in prior, where you met the Caliph.
And the door is closed.
Yes.
Would I remember the exact distance from the front door to the Grand Caliph's chair?
Roll a history check.
Do I get in the bag now?
Can I look through and see if the caliph's there?
Yes, you can. He currently is. He's residing in his chair.
Unfortunate.
Is a 17.
35 feet exactly. Although
Exactly
his chair
35 feet.
is as big as he is, and he's a huge category, so it's anywhere from 35 to 45 feet, depending on if it's the back of the chair or the front of the chair.
All right, I'll get in the bag now.
I hold out the bag.
Don't
I'm just
check
like-
the bag.
Oh, I didn't
I
know
get
if
in
that
the
affected
bag.
anything.
I get in the bag and try to use my spider cloak to stay near the top.
Okay, yeah, you sort of
Okay,
like
Roku.
latch onto the top.
Spider hover. Spider
And I just kind
hover.
of hold the bag open just to be like, I just kind of try and capture like more fresh air.
I start to hold my breath.
Okay, Roku. So the chair was about 35, 40 feet directly forward, right?
And I can confirm this because I'm looking at it, right?
Can confirm.
Can confirm. Can confirm.
Okay. So we go 40 feet straight. Do we know how deep the hole was?
You check.
Did it
You
say
have
the
schematics that measure out directly how low it goes.
How low does it go?
200 feet down, you've hit the bottom of the city.
Well, luckily, wait, fuck, nope, wrong way. Luckily for us, I have a range of 500 feet. So 40 feet forward and 200 feet down.
Mhm.
I grab Roku, and this is exactly how it depicts in the spell. Like, if you can describe it by saying like a direction being like 200 feet straight down, that type of stuff.
And you know
So
it's there.
40
You
feet
don't have
forward,
to see
200
it.
feet straight
Dimension
down.
door downward.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, that's fucking rad.
I assume you're
And-
dimension dooring, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was, off the top of my head, I was like, yeah, it's. It can be a place you can see,
Well done,
one you can
sweetie.
visualize, or anyone you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet downward or upward
Yeah.
to the north. That is precisely what you do. And since you recall
That's
it
awesome.
so well on your history check, that's you sort of do this like miniature sort of teleportation that it's sort of a short range teleportation that the hand does. Sweetie, what does your teleportation look like? Like what is yours specifically? What's your flavor?
Okay, so my gills just kind of like start like,
I forgot you had
and
gills.
and like
shit out of
I
blood.
start like sweating because I don't know if this is gonna work. But that water just kind of starts rumbling,
Yeah,
and
here's
like
the
all just like
you could phase into a wall. Like that's a side effect of like what could happen. So you really hope that's not the case.
so the water just kind of all the sweat kind of pools in front of like it pools on the front of my face before jumping off and creating this wall of like a really thin layer of water before walking through as like my portal opens up.
Roku, you see Sweetie's just sweating profusely. He's like, you see the waves sort of, and you guys, and as you fall, your entire gravity shifts directions as you step forward, but you are now facing downward as you sort of, like you hit the ground. It is like 205 feet that you had to go downward as you like just land very safely without damage on the ground. The issue is you now see in front of you the dirt from the walls, because you're now underground within the earth. The stone starts to concave, and there's a thin pathway outwards, and you can see across the way there are 3 air elementals in plate armor, and they could theoretically spot you in your current position.
Hogar, I choose you. I throw Hogar out of my Pokeball.
Well done, sweetie. I'm gonna give him a little pat on the back.
You know, I'm actually kind of surprised that worked.
Did you just use it to get past them too?
Confidence is key, right? We just walk by acting like we're supposed to be here.
I'm hitting back in the bag for that.
You get back in the bag. Roku, disguise yourself as a Grand Caliph.
I get in the bag.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm gonna.
Back in the bag, Spider-Man on the wall.
Okay. And Sweetie, what do you do?
I have the bag of holding with Hogar in it on my hip. And I'm standing next to the Grand Roku. Okay. Yeah, I just want to start walking forward with confidence. And just kind of like start up a conversation like,
Now, when we get down the hallway, in the Grand Caliph's booming voice, I'm gonna say, "You're not gonna believe it. All right, it is the most magical thing you've ever seen in your life."
I've
walk
heard many great things.
15 feet in front of you, and there is nothing. There's no more ground, as the next 60 feet to the front of the vault requires flight. And if you recall from earlier, Zumal said your flying capabilities would be restricted at this portion.
Can I change form and use my Nimbus?
You certainly can.
That's what I'm gonna do. And can I like kind of disguise it as my legs?
Yes. So you actually disguise as the torso half of the Caliph, and you ride on so your proportions are so off. Like you're talking to Sweetie from up here, and that's like the Grand Caliph's like forehead, and like your legs are his like torso. It's really weird. But are you carrying Sweetie along with you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like carry him like just by like the shirt up here talking to me.
Okay. Roku, I need you to make a deception check with advantage, please.
Oh,
That is a 29.
As for the first
I
time,
forgot you also have advantage. Yes.
Roku gets into a sort of weird, deceptive. He's not usually this espionage, sabotage type, but yeah, you mimic the Grand Caliph moves perfectly as you. These 3 guards all. And they are like just floating air essence. Sir, why are you here? A visit was not scheduled.
I don't need to schedule a visit. Open up the door.
Sir, We do not know the combination. Only you do.
Fuck. I'm in the bag, holding my breath.
What type of combination lock is it?
Yeah, what kind of door is it?
It's a big turning vault, and it has like the inscriptions on it. So like it's like a little like spinny lock, but it's like that shit.
Okay.
Well, it. Sir, if you forgot the combination, allow me.
Okay.
How close are we to this door?
I mean, you can move up to it if you would like. They like as soon as you like whatever, like allow me. They sort of like part ways.
So I have his
Okay.
halberd too.
Would you like to have halberd?
I'd like to have his halberd so I can
Okay.
threaten them if they get out of line with a bonk on the head with the halberd.
You see, as you since you have the halberd in your hand, honestly, that's what sells it. Specifically, the fact since you had a meeting with the Grand Caliph, you didn't see a halberd anywhere. You pulled one out for this deception. Like that's how they know you're the big deal. He doesn't pull this out unless he's like doing stuff. Like not everyone knows about this halberd. This is a special halberd. So yeah, that's what does it. So you hold sort of Sweetie up to the door.
Okay. This type of vault door.
Yeah.
We've seen doors like this in the past, like combination type lock like this. How thick are those doors usually?
I mean, you've seen like locks that require combinations, and they're usually like padlocks or something. This door seems particularly thick. It's as if they're hiding a giant creature that keeps the city afloat down here.
Then I would like to use Dimension Door to move me and the king 20 feet forward through the door, like past the door.
Okay. One second, I gotta pull up Dimension Door again.
If we phase into a wall and die, I'm so sorry.
Can I look into the door?
I'm stuck in the bag.
Well, you can
So-
after you Dimension Door into it because Sweetie did that first.
Wait, my thing randomly revives me on the plan I'm on, right?
Yes. So it would throw
So
you
I
back
would
into the
just-
bag if you die. Yeah.
And eventually I would die so much that I'd fill up the bag and just be in the astral plane.
We'll
Right.
cross that bridge when it comes. Sweetie,
When?
you can sort of start moving very quickly through like space and time as you start to and you move through the vault and you feel this magic pressing against you like a net, like you caught and then as you get sent back into the position you started in, you take 18 points of force damage.
Honestly, really should have expected that.
And you look at the two guards and they sort of like, or the three guards. Sir, explain.
My damn memory. I can't remember the code.
How long has it been? How long have I been here?
About, a couple minutes. It's not that long.
I start breathing exercises.
You better figure out how to get this door open. I'm gonna hit you in the head with my halberd.
They're like starting to ease up and then they're like, yeah, okay. That's our guy. Okay. He really just did forget that lock.
Well, if these are your guards, they should know the combination as well, correct? They've
Would
probably
think.
seen you enter it before. If your memory serves you wrong, obviously it's you, so they should be helping you.
Oh, some guards, I suppose.
Sir,
Maybe you should.
I accidentally caught the combination one day. I know you usually tell us not to look, but my curiosity got the best of me.
Oh, I'm so happy right now. I don't actually want to hit you in the head with my halberd.
Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you. I'm so sorry, but I thought maybe in case of something like this, I could help out, and thank God I did, right?
When I come back out, we're going to discuss your promotion.
And he looks over at the other two, and he adjusts his plate armor, and he swings his flail around like he's like kind of showing off. This vault door explodes open. Fog emerges as the entire place is just covered in this thick layer of fog. Should I close the door as well, sir?
We'll be back in, say, 10 minutes.
And he looks like, so no?
Leave it open until I say so.
Okay. And you take your first step onto a steel platform. Or you can only see 5 feet around you as the entire room is filled with a fog.
Does true sight help in any way?
No, because this is just obscuring. It's not.
Yep.
If it was darkness, you'd be fine, but it's actually shit in the way.
Can you peer through that though? With the
I guess you
if-
could
if
use
you can look through
X-ray
wood.
to sort of look through the fog, but you just see more fog on the other side depending on where you looked. Would you could use would you like to use your X-ray to?
Or if that helps, determine not to bonk into this wall.
You look. There's 15 feet of walking space beneath you, 15 feet wide, and off of it is just complete nothingness below you. Presumably, if you were to fall off this, you would careen through the earth into darkness, which is weird because below you don't see light like the rest of the plane. You see pitch blackness.
Oh no.
As well as you keep stepping forward and you see the walls are made of this steel and they have this sort of weird magical, it's like an electric fence kind of. It's this magical ward keeping out teleporters like you noticed. And eventually you step forward and in your sights you see a large creature with a black cloak that is currently sitting there, weaving the mist between its fingers as it stands before a steel platform or a sort of stone rectory, sort of not a rectory, sort of the word eludes me at the moment. It's like a place where you stand and talk.
Lectern?
Yeah, like a lectern, like a podium. Either of those words work. There's a steel one of those, or a stone one of those that is currently sitting there, and she's facing into this mist as you see. It's a very feminine looking figure, and it looks to be giant, literally giant sized, like it's like some sort of giant species.
Oh God. Okay. We're gonna approach her, still continuing to talk about my great magical beast.
I want to take the bag and I want to try and just open it up and try and scoop air in or something. I don't know. Try and create an airflow.
Does
open
not
the bag
happen.
and think air. think of CO2.
As you open the
CO2
bag and
rises.
think of air, it pulls all the air out of the bag. Hogar, you. As you notice, there's the mist displaces as there's an air conditioner shoots out of the bag.
I'm trying to climb out of the bag.
Yeah, open the bag and try to shove air back in.
You eventually see a hand explode over the side of the bag.
Try and pull him out. He actually managed to do it. Wait, shh.
Shh, Hogar, be very, very quiet.
Why do you approach, Caliph? I'm doing my job, am I not?
My friend Sweetie and I made a bet I intend to win. He said he's seen the best magical entity in the universe. I wish to prove him wrong.
What
It's
about
true.
your third friend? The one behind you. I can sense all your footsteps in the ground.
Him? He's Sweetie's friend. He
Roll
insisted
a-
he come too.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah.
The expert of monsters.
23.
And you wish to see the beast, no?
Well, it doesn't really sound like a beast, but sounds like something very powerful. Maybe not the most powerful I've ever seen, but very powerful.
She turns around
Demon.
Come on,
and
show
her
him.
eyes glow this deep primordial blue as lightning cackles around them. Just as she reaches outwards past you, she and the door of the vault shuts and locks. Who are you really?
What are you?
Sweetie,
Okay.
my bodyguard / monster expert, Hogar.
Well, I do kill
No,
something.
not you. And she looks towards you, Roku. You. Who are you?
Gonna shrink back down to my normal self.
As I suspected. You may fool the elementals outside, but you don't fool me.
Well done.
I have a question. What are you?
I'm the Vault
Excuse my
Keeper.
manners, but
I'm afraid you don't have jurisdiction to ask questions here. For you've tread upon the sacred ground of my vault, which I am paid to eliminate pests like you.
so you're not the thing keeping this place afloat?
No, I'm not.
Oh, well.
Is this mist subduing the thing, keeping this thing afloat?
No. She starts to reassemble the mist around you guys, and you can't see in front of your face. It's so heavy. The mist is made to subdue you. I need all you all to roll initiative.
Oh God.
Oh no. Oh, well, that's good initiative at least. That's
Oh, yeah, I
good
have a
initiative.
decent
Dun, dun,
initiative.
dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun.
wait,
yes,
no
the-
need for travel music.
You know what? I thought I got a decent initiative. So if you do
Nope.
better than me, I'm gonna cry.
We both have plus. I have +5 to my initiative, so
I have
I have
probably.
plus
+5.
I have
I have also
three.
+5.
I have +3.
You can't get higher than me then. With what I rolled, you could not have a high number.
He either rolled an 18, 19, or 20.
Oh shit. Wait, is it just this room? Just that's the walls?
Yeah.
No, those are drop-offs. Those are ledges.
Okay, those
Oh,
are
wait.
ledges.
Is she the only thing keeping this island afloat, or what?
All right.
Yeah.
Initiative. I spelled it very wrong.
No.
All right. Anybody above a 20? Okay. 15 to 20.
24.
Okay.
24.
21. Jeez,
Oh,
I was
shit.
waiting
24.
for-
24.
What the fuck?
What? Why did I get yelled at?
Hogar 24, me
24.
21, and then Roku 19, I think.
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay. I said, is anybody above 20? And I
I
was met
said
with
24.
silence. So that I was
I
like,
said 24.
okay.
You know, I heard 24, and then like I was waiting for you to write down so I could say it, and then you were just like 20 above 20. Okay, 15, 20, and I was like, whoa.
On my end, I said, anybody above a 20? And no one said anything. So I said, okay. 15 to 20, and you all went 21, 24, 19. Whoa! And I was like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? Okay. With this, first up, Hogar. This is the stone pathway. The walls of the room are on the outside here, and yeah, that's her.
Okay, so this is an entire room. Can I take a step off of this rectangle and be okay?
No, like
No, we're
that.
on a platform.
Literally, this 15-foot wide platform is the only thing to stand on in the whole room, as far as you can see.
Perfect.
I go and stand on the wall.
Okay. How far? So you go 5
So,
and you get on the vault door.
And I walk over to around around here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark and take 2 shots at her. Are we fighting her then?
I
Are we
assume
fighting her?
so.
All right, 2 shots. I'll test the waters with non-sharp shots. All right, a 21 and a 27.
Those both hit.
8, 6, 8,
He
6.
is not affected by your cold damage.
Well, fine. I grab the D10 anyways. Bitch. 10, 11, 22. No, 21. Yeah. Plus 12, 33 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay, you just very quickly hit her, to which she is going to okay. She's going to just assemble some of the mist in front of her. Oh shit, Hogar. I didn't say it at the time, so it's not your fault. You make disadvantage on attacks because you can barely see her, but I will let you know next time.
All right.
But she sort of assembles the mists and use it to, you start feeling cold as Roku Sweetie, she pulls this wall of ice just up through your space. So this 1 foot thick platform of ice directly in front of you just immediately just cuts through your guys' space. With that, I need you guys both to
Are they
make...
raised up on it?
No, I need you guys both to make dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, +5, Ave.
Dope. Dexterity saving throws. Okay, so 19
I got a
plus
27.
19 plus 8 is a 27. Plus 5 is a 32.
Okay, so you guys take some cold damage here. Give me a sec. It's a lot, so I got to roll on a dinghy. But you will take half since you guys succeeded. That is going to be half of 29, which is going to be 15. 15. You take 15 cold damage. Roku, you're pushed to this side of the wall. Sweetie, you are pushed to this side of the wall.
Let's go.
You're on the wrong side, sweetie.
I'm on the right side.
And that is going to be her first legendary action. Next up is going to be Sweetie.
Sweetie? Well, you see, I don't really like legendary actions, so I'm gonna
Must do.
I'm an old thing that I think I had that was just kind of, I don't remember if I actually did have one, but back when I had a suit, I'm pretty sure I had a pocket watch. I think I don't remember.
Is that relevant to what you're doing?
Oh, I'm gonna pull out a pocket. Let's just say I have a pocket watch for it. This the only matters for this reason, and I'm just gonna tap it and send it forward, and I'm casting slow on her.
As a wisdom save on her part, correct?
Yes, wisdom. She's probably gonna succeed, but
That was the worst roll I've ever seen in my life. Does a 14 succeed?
no, it doesn't. She now
Legendary action, and she's
so-
going to choose to succeed instead. Legendary
mean
resistance. Sorry. my bad.
Resistance.
Yes,
Okay.
legendary
Hey,
resistance.
that pumps out of legendary resistance. We'll take that.
okay.
You get the impression that she doesn't have as many legendary resistances as like really, really crazy creatures. But you know. But sweetie, unfortunately, she succeeds. But you
Hey,
seem
that's a
to
win in my
subdue
book.
her in a second. Yes, very, very good. Is that anything else you'd like to do?
How tall is this wall of ice?
I believe it is 10 feet tall.
10 feet tall, and you said or it's 5 foot thick.
Yes.
Okay, well I can't really do anything. Yeah. Okay.
It is actually 1 foot thick, by the way, but that's hard to represent on a grid. So let me just try to yeah.
Okay.
There you go. It's more like this, realistically.
Okay.
And how tall is it?
I believe
10
it is
foot.
10 feet tall. Okay, sweetie, is that your turn?
Yeah, it's fine.
Legendary action again, and she is going to launch a little bit of a spell at you. I need to. She's going to shoot out a thingy, and that is going to be. Sorry, I forget where stats are sometimes. She's a spellcaster. Okay. 19 to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Three day.
She just launches the sort of blast of ice elements at you, and that deals 23 points of icy frost damage. And your speed is reduced by 10 feet as it sort of like freezes you. With that,
Yeah. Okay.
it is now going to be Roku's turn.
I would like to use all of my movement to get up over the wall and then get as close to her as I can.
Are you able to climb the wall?
If I can, I can use my Nimbus to go out and around.
Okay, that is correct. Yes, you are able to just move up 10. You have the Nimbus flying speed is equal to your movement speed. So you have 30 feet. So 10 feet up, 5, 10 feet that way. You're 10 feet in the air. You have 10 feet left to move.
Okay. I'll go 10 feet forward. And can I still cast spells from the Nimbus while I'm on the Nimbus?
Yes. You just summon the cloud,
Okay.
as opposed, but not if you were in your different forms, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt. So I need a Dex save.
Okay. She rolled really good for this as opposed to her shitty wisdom save. That's going to be a 19.
That passes, yeah.
And even though she jumps to the side, she sees that it's a lightning bolt and catches it in her hand and soaks the damage through her arm as she is immune to it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Doesn't hurt to try.
I was testing a theory.
A game theory.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. As a bonus action, I'm gonna use Vow of Enmity on her,
Vow of Envy.
and that's gonna give me advantage when I try and swing at her, and that'll be my turn.
Legendary action. She is going to drop in this area. It's actually a 20-foot radius, so
4x4.
gonna be right here. Whatever. Point is, she gets you two in it, and it stops at Roku. She's just gonna assemble this cloud and just drop this ice storm on top of you. And I need you guys both to make dexterity saving throws again.
Does he get my aura?
Can you? How far does your? Is it creatures you can see within your aura?
It'd be 10 feet. So
Yes.
right on that diagonal.
Yeah, it would catch
10
him.
feet.
5, I think.
Diagonal.
Yeah, it says 5 feet. That's what,
Because-
10? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like corner to corner is like 7.5 feet. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's
You
5 foot,
would. Yeah.
so
Even
like-
if it doesn't extend outwards, you still
It'd
clip
go
it.
halfway into my square.
Yeah. Dex saves.
I got a dirty 20.
Dex. I get +5. That's a 19. That's a 24.
Okay, so that both succeeds. So you're going to take half, and you see this ice fall out of the sky, and it makes the ground slippery. So that area I outlined is going to be difficult terrain for the next turn. So moving on it takes double the amount of movement, but that doesn't affect you, Roku, because you're flying. Sweetie, you're the only one that would matter to.
I'm on the wall.
You're going to take. Do either of you have resistance to cold damage?
I do not.
Yes,
My hand
fly
does.
on the wall.
You don't get resistance to cold?
No, I do not.
That's dumb.
I don't believe so anyway.
You guys take 13 points of bludgeoning and cold damage. That's already halved, so.
Yep.
Now,
I'm taking a beating.
it is her regular turn.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm on the wall.
Hogar, you can, or sorry,
Oh, no.
not Hogar. No, not you. Sweetie, you can barely see in this mess. Then you got an ice storm dropped on top of you. Suddenly, Roku, you're close enough to kind of see her. She lifts up, and out of this space in her hand, this lightning javelin cackles, and it starts to blast out air, and she doesn't even aim it. She just lets it go, and it, Sweetie, out of the mist, just gets shot with this lightning blast. You take
Ouchie. Go hit Hogarth or something. Come on, stop hitting me.
I'm just a fly on the
take
wall.
19 piercing damage,
Goddamn.
and once this hits you, it dissipates into the air. Then she's going
I've lost
to
98 hit points in this fight already.
sort of hover over to Roku, and she is going to use her lightning sword. So she's gonna swing it at you. Does a 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Needs a visit.
That is, I was scared. I thought for a second it wasn't gonna hit. Oh no. 21 points of lightning damage.
Ouchie.
And that was a bad roll for her damage. And then that is going to be it for her turn. Next up, we are back to the top with Hogar.
Alright, first, Slayer Spray on her, adding another d6 to my damage, and then I'm gonna shoot at her twice.
Roll with
Arrows. Yeah. I'll be gone my next turn. What? Okay. Alright, first attack. 19. Second attack. Let's make this one a sharp shot because I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. Well, both of them were 15, so that makes a total a nice and saucy 22.
And those will both hit.
Alright. Big damage, no whammies. Big damage, no whammies. My base is 22. We got 5, 6, 12, 20, 42 piercing damage.
Okay. Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. With that, she's going to use a legendary action. Roku, as the only one who can see her completely, just vanishes in front of your eyes. Sorry. Next up
Was that
is
her-
Sweetie. Yeah, that was her legendary action.
Keep your eyes peeled. Bless all three of us.
Okay.
So yeah, we as hashtag blessed. I'm a back up towards the vault door.
Okay. The first step costs 10 feet because it's rough terrain.
Yeah.
So 10,
Uh,
15, and then
yeah.
20. You can sort of like squeeze up against the door if you want.
Yeah.
Is that your turn? Sweetie, is that your turn?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Next up, I need. Suddenly, Hogar, Sweetie, next to you, a cacophony of thunder gets blasted as you guys need to make Constitution saving throws, both of you.
Is it against an effect by her?
Yes.
Is she causing this?
Yes.
Awesome, I get an extra d6. Awesome.
Oh wait. I literally just did a spell for this.
Yeah, 21.
Add +2.
Hmm?
You add +2 to your
Oh.
list.
23.
11.
Okay, Sweetie, you fail,
Nice.
and this thing just shocks your body. Hogar, you succeed, but still take half. Take 24 points of thunder damage. Hogar, you take 12.
Alright. Alright.
Sweetie, make a Constitution saving throw.
No.
12 is the save you need to maintain bless.
I already made mine for 100 more.
Well, can I use bless to maintain this Constitution saving throw?
Yes, you can still add your bless to it. Yeah,
Okay.
you blessed yourself.
11 + 3. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, you with your godly abilities maintain your own saving throw, and with that we have Roku.
Yes.
Where'd this bitch go?
Oh, you can still see her. I totally forgot about that. She's standing right in front of you. She has not moved yet. Right here.
It's free real estate, and I'm
Yep.
a smacker.
Don't even roll with disadvantage. You're good. You know where she's at. She's like,
Am I still rolling with advantage because
vow of enmity? Yeah, you would be rolling with advantage.
Yeah.
Do I see where he strikes?
All X.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm using that next turn.
A 29 on the first one.
A 31 on the first one.
And a dirty 30 on the second one.
A 34 on the second one.
Yep. Yeah, those are certainly going to hit.
It's a dirty birdie.
She is immune to your cold damage. So.
Okay. I'm going to use level 3 smites.
Goddamn.
Just bonker. Just.
What are you hitting? What weapon are you hitting her with?
All bunks.
My Maul Axe.
Maul Axe, okay.
Wow, you're really behind.
I am?
Like, you're super delayed. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I just spoke, and you, like, sat there for, like, 10 seconds, and then you answered, so that's... Yep. The Wi-Fi is not good at Gabby's house. It's real bad.
That's 29 damage, and then 8 because of the aura. So that's 37 right there, and I got some smite coming your way.
What? Oreos is having a singing contest. I only know that because I got an ad while trying to listen to some epic battle music.
$47 radiant damage.
Yeah, damn. That was a very easy number for me to subtract, so I thank you for that. With that, is that your turn?
E.
Hey.
Bonus action Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And yes, that'll be my turn. I gotta roll to heal myself real quick though. We're good.
With that, Roku. 1 second, I gotta look up a spell here first. Legendary action. Does a... Oh God, 19 hit?
No, it does not.
Oh, lucky for you. She extends a shocking hand towards you, but you are able to resist it.
What to do, baby?
Now, it is her turn. Roku? She is going to take 2 swings at you with her sword, because you are not very kind.
Invisible?
Yes, she is still invisible, which she's not invisible to you, so she doesn't get advantage on them.
Oh, that's better.
Does a 22 hit? Does a 22 hit? Sorry, did you not hear me?
Okay. No, you're kind of...
Yeah, it's my, again, Wi-Fi is just fucking awful here. So that's both those are gonna hit. Yeah,
Okay.
She's skin on the Wi-Fi. 9, 10, 19 for the first hit. And 21 for the second.
You're bringing me just below 100.
And then she is going to move. And with that,
does she disturb the fog?
No, it seems that due to her sort of tempest abilities. She seems to weave herself between the fog. It's like her whole thing. And with that, she moves. Roku, you're the only one that sees her move, so you will be able to communicate that on your turn. But you do get a attack of opportunity if you would like.
Why did you start with that?
Sorry.
Come on, man. Come on, man. 22.
A 25.
Yeah, that's gonna hit for sure.
Do I see what direction he hits her? What direction he swings when he hits her?
Yes, it's in front of him where he was swinging before.
Interesting. In front of him.
Interesting.
It's 25 damage total.
He swings it here when she moves. 25 total.
Swing, smite, or not smite, improved divine smite, etc., etc.
What was the damage from your maul?
Maul damage was 14, and then
Okay.
4 because of the aura, and then 5 on top of that, and then smite.
You made me do some weird math here. How many because of smite?
Oh God. Okay, it was 25 total.
Yeah.
14 from the, or actually it'd be not, if do I have my strength to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so 14 from the maul,
Okay.
and then 5 on top of that because of aura, and then I rolled a 7 for improved divine smite,
Okay.
leading to 50 or 25.
Okay. Perfect. Now I got it. And with that,
Is
That
she
is-
resisting my attacks?
some of them, the maul acts of them. Yes. With that, Hogar, you're up.
All right. Not being able to see her, I'm going to pull out 6 fucking arrows and create an ice shower
Okay.
right where around Roku in a 15-foot. So if she is within 15 feet of Roku, she has to make a dex save on the start of her turn,
Where's this at?
or when she enters 15 feet
Here?
of him. Essentially right in front of Roku.
In front or
Front of-
on? In front of?
Square in front.
Right here?
Yep, and it's 15 feet. So like, here, I'll probably annotate and give you a little stamp.
This
Right
is 15
here.
feet. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 15. Right? This is 15 feet? Yeah, I
Yep,
made the circle right
centered
size.
right there.
Centered right. Oh, sorry. Here?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Would Roku have to make things because he was in the circle?
No.
Okay, it's only creatures you choose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
Well, you check and you let me know about that.
Put it 5 more feet to the right. There we go. Just don't walk in that circle, Roku, or else you have to make a dex save.
With
Dex
that,
boy, Dex Paladin.
Dex
No.
Paladin.
Never.
Guys, I'm also kind of a Dex Paladin.
I can kill him now.
Hogar, sweetie, Constitution saving throw.
Don't let her get to you, man.
I won't. Awesome. What do I add, Sweet Bee?
Oh, yeah, you get +3. I also get +3.
So
That's
15 plus 6, 21.
15.
Sweetie, again, you're just not able to make it.
I am
How many hit
I'm
points do you have
dead.
left, sweetie?
25.
This might be it.
Don't die, sweetie.
Oh, nice,
I'm
sweet pea.
considering using a heal charge on me, but that means we have to wait a day for our friend.
Oh well.
Just a day, right? God, I'm so excited.
Cackling
to kill him,
ice
to
energy just
resurrect him.
shoots out in front of you. It hits Hogar, sweetie. Hogar, you succeed, correct? You got a 20 something?
What?
Hogar, you got like a 20 something?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take sweetie, you take 37 points of damage.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Hogar, you take half of 37. Calculate that, take it.
19.
You know, if we would have switched places there and I would have taken the 19 and Hogar would have taken the full brunt, I would have been okay with it.
You could have
would've
made.
been
You
fine.
could. Or
Nah,
I
nah,
can't make
Molly,
you
hit
reroll
points
that.
You
on the
could have,
wall.
but you
Nah,
didn't.
hit points on the wall.
And with that, it is now Sweetie's turn.
Save.
Wait, do I add anything to that saves? Just wherever I roll is it?
Just D20.
right? Okay.
Nice
Fail
one.
number
Bless,
one.
Bless is gone for sure. Forgot about that.
Bless or one failed death save. Let's go.
All right, perfect. You see, Sweetie's kind of like frozen against the wall, and you fear that if he dies, he will become almost permanently stuck to this wall. Sweetie, that was your turn. Roku, dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Come on, I'm in death saves. I get like 100 feet of movement. Come on.
Oh, he's fine. He's not in the air. Is she in the arrows?
19.
19 succeeds, but you will still take half as you get hit with a lightning bolt.
Oh no. That's your thing.
Supposed to be.
Right? Do I
She's
see where the
With
bolt
a
comes
no
from?
you. 34 halved is going
Do I
to
see
be.
where the bolt comes from?
Yes, you do.
17.
She is right
Around
up
where was it?
here.
Oh, bitch.
Somewhere up in this general vicinity. You're not quite sure.
You can fly.
Can I hit her back with the no you?
Is it your turn?
No, it's a reaction.
For what?
Hellish rebuke.
Hellish rebuke.
Is that only on melee attacks or is that on any attack?
You can just keep moving. I'll check.
Okay. So you take. Did you take the damage though?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. With that, we are now moving to. So fuck. Who even went? Sweetie just went. That was her legendary action. Roku, it's your turn. You can see her.
She within 30 feet.
Yes, she is right here. She is inching towards Hogar.
Okay. I'd like to place myself in that square between Sweetie and her. If I can.
15, 20, 25, 30?
I'd rather be touching Sweetie.
30.
Is she in front of me, Roku?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hogar just like turns his head and just sees the mist in front of him like, oh boy.
Oh, boy. That's a neat trick. I'm going to steal it.
With my action, I would like to give Sweetie 60 points of health.
God damn.
Thank you.
That's leaving 5 points in my pool for later use. And
God damn.
As a bonus action using the Nimbus Cloud, I'd like to Misty Step myself between Hogar and her.
You can fly, right?
Yeah, but I'm out of movement.
Good, good, good. Don't want you to die.
All right, and you do so. Is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
All right, perfect. She is gonna hit you, Sweetie, as well. So you're awake now, though. Okay. All three Constitution saving throws.
Everybody gets +5.
I'm working on a theory that if you guys make enough saving throws, you have to fail one. Like it has to happen. Not you, sweetie. You fail everything. I'm talking about Hogar and Roku. It's gonna have to happen.
bitch.
Bully
Rick,
can
Statistically-
sue
do
I
I
can-
feel
Bully can
Rick-
sue I can fail after my setup is done.
A 22. So try
fuck
me
you,
on
Rick?
that,
Because
Rick.
I got a 22. I didn't fail that one,
29.
bitch.
So yeah, you guys all succeeded, but you will take
Didn't fail. None
Wait.
of us.
32. My bad.
14
32.
damage. You guys take 14 cold
Half
damage.
of 100 damage.
Now it is her turn.
All right.
Roku. She's going to
Alright.
take her first slash against you and see how it goes. That is going to be a dirty 30.
Fuck. Yeah.
That hits.
Nothing you can really do about that one.
Oh. Goddamn.
22 points of lightning damage.
Jesus. Well done, lady. Well done.
How's your hit points looking, Roku?
Not terrible. I've seen better days.
We all have.
And then she is going to just over your head wind javelin at Hogar.
Is that a spell?
It is not a spell. Well, it's a magical attack, I would say. I don't think it's a spell.
I can't do anything about that. Only spells and teleports is what I can do about.
You take 20 points even of damage.
Oofy, ouchie.
And then she moves.
Fuck.
And yes, I can. Now, if I take damage from someone, I can immediately set them on fire.
Okay, perfect. Next up, we have back to the top with Hogar.
Roku, where is she? And I'm gonna use my bonus action to become invisible and then walk 15 feet up, and then hold my action to fire 2 attacks at where Roku points to on his turn.
Okay. I'd say that if you explicitly ask Roku, Roku, if you're willing, you can just be like, and point. She is currently very, very,
I was trying to say.
very high in the air, right about here.
Oh, well,
Right
in that
there,
case,
right there.
I'll just turn invisible and shoot at her.
There.
And since I'm invisible, I get advantage on my attacks.
Yes,
It
and
depends on
disadvantage
which
from
direction.
the thing, so it's a regular attack.
Just regular attacks. And I'm
If
gonna
there was a
go-
thing as like double and triple advantage, this would be the case for it. But yeah, you just hit with that one.
I'm gonna use some good old shot the sharpshoots.
Ah, double advantage would be so nice.
No, double disadvantage because it's Misty and he can't see her.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
Mhm.
I got a dirty 20 and a
Yep.
21.
Yep. Sorry, right as I said
Base
yes, I
30.
got a message on my screen that said your internet connection is unstable. And I was like, oh, they did not hear me when I said that. Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah,
good.
your
20, 22.
your camera is
plus
moving like
32.
a frame a second.
Right. If I could do anything about it, I would.
Good old saucy 52. 54 points of piercing damage
From the 2 attacks,
from the 2 attacks.
what is the first one?
Do you want me to separate them?
Yeah, I would appreciate that. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. First one is 5, 9, 11, plus 12, 23.
23.
Second one is 11.
This
Also
lady's kind of
23.
badass.
Okay.
They're both 23. Wait. Wait, no, I did that wrong. My bad. 1 second. It's 9 plus 16. 25 damage for the first one. And 11 plus 16. 27 for the second.
Okay.
So for
Oh.
con saves, that would be 13 and 15?
Yep.
Or 14. 14.
She's still invisible.
Bitch.
Is that your turn, Hogar?
I'm currently invisible, and I want to scuttle to around.
You move 15 feet up, you said.
And then I want to move 20 feet down, so I'm 5 feet below Roku.
Okay.
I want to be in the aura. That's all, folks.
All right. With that, we are
Back here.
back.
I'm also invisible.
Hogar, she's immediately going to respond with a spell shot at your direction.
Unless you know where I am.
Yes, she does, because you just shot her.
I shot it and then moved downwards.
That's a fair point. So she'll make the attack with disadvantage.
She's shooting above Roku instead of below him.
No, I mean she's exactly the same situation as you are. She's invisible and the mist, so her range is bad. You are invisible and the
see
mist,
me?
so your range is bad. When you can make an attack at disadvantage if they're invisible, and she knows the general direction you're in. So if it's good enough, it hits.
Good
and
point,
this,
good point.
unfortunately, is going to be a 28 to hit.
My AC 17.
I will say that probably hits. This is going to be a ray of frost in your direction, which is going to be a 14, 15, 22. 22 icy damage.
Oh boy.
And that was her response to you. Sweetie, you're up.
Roku, where is she?
Wait a minute, hit you, man.
Did you put your name on the goblet on fire?
Did you put your name on the goal of fire?
My pocket watch strikes 12. And when it strikes 12, the chime just emanates towards her and I cast slow.
You just won't give up, will you, kid?
Well, die, will you, bitch?
That's going to be 26.
How'd you do, sweetie?
I wish second chance could work in a different way. Second chance being like reroll. No. Yeah, that's my turn.
Sweetie.
Hmm.
And let's see, it's 10 feet, so she does it here. Yeah, all you get hit. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws as a thunder just explodes around you guys. Constitution saving throws.
18?
That is just enough you need to succeed.
Fuck yeah, we're partying.
Well, I failed then because I got 15.
Hey, you get +5. Did you add your +5?
Yeah.
Oh, sweetie.
I already used all my lay on hands on you, sweetie.
I know.
And Hogar?
What kind of thing was this?
Constitution.
Con.
Let's see, it's a 19 plus my 3 plus 5 from Roku. 27.
24 for Sweetie, 12 for the other two.
Partying.
Neat.
And next up, we are going
is
to
this-
have
The shit literally getting beaten out of me.
Roku.
Because Roku and Hana are just badasses, and you want in combat, you're good out of combat badass.
All right. Well, I'm glad you took that time to stay in my aura, Hogar. See you later. Can I make it to her? 30 feet.
No, she is currently 50 feet away from you.
That's perfect, because I'm going to use the Nimbus Cloud to cast Misty Step.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
say, it changes things.
50. She's right here.
What it do, baby?
And you're like
What
flying
it do,
towards
baby? I
her.
can do it
and
one more
she's
time.
like,
I can do it one more time. Run away.
she's readying her lightning sword, and then you just pop up right in front of her face.
What it do, baby? And then, can I use my reaction now in my turn to make things easier? Because she hit me earlier, but now it's my turn. So
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can use it. Go for it.
I need a dex save from her.
Mm-hmm. 14.
That's gonna fail.
That is her
She's
first
gonna
fail,
take-
and it was a fucking hellish rebuke.
She's gonna take 15 fire damage.
No.
She is
So
very.
as I pop up in her face, I'm just gonna spray fire.
So you. And she since she's all cold, the fire just like instantly hits her. She's like, ah! She starts like screaming, trying to bat it out. She becomes fully visible again.
Did that hurt her more?
No, but it hurt her completely, as opposed to your sometimes hurting with your weapons.
Now,
Oh, hi.
Oh dear God, I don't know where I don't know what her.
It was right in front of Roku in
Yeah,
the top, like,
no. I don't know what her JPEG file name was.
Storm Giant.
big titty storm giant.
It wasn't Big Titty Storm Giant. I'm looking.
Big Titty Storm GF.
It should have been Big Titty Storm Giant.
You just want to draw a
Essence?
circle. I think we get it.
Yeah, it's fair. She does just look kind of cool. So
I mean, no, earlier I said, but she didn't hear me. I said, wow, she's kind of badass.
I charge my headphones.
Yeah, there you go. Take them off. What are you eating, sweetie?
oatmeal cream pies.
Oh, I'll give you a cream. I did not mean that.
God damn it! Not you, me.
Why are you damning me?
What? I'm not you. That's what I said.
Don't damn me.
Oh, damn, you heard her.
Damn you.
Ram you.
Ah,
Can you?
ah.
Sham you. I'll shoot you with my gun.
Okay. So here's a picture of an air elemental to do the trick because I can't find her.
She's
So.
an air elemental.
She's not an air elemental.
I know.
It's
I'm
not an
sorry.
air
I'm sorry. All right.
I was thinking about it because you were lacking.
Next up is Roku. It's your turn now.
Hey, whoa. Still got my action.
I know. I said it's your turn.
Okay, all right, okay. I thought you were gonna skip me.
I was agreeing with you. I said it was your
Goddamn.
turn, Roku.
All right, I'm gonna swing at her twice with my staff, opposed to my maul axe because it's magical. Hopefully that does.
That is correct. Yes, it is. You just
Now
pull up with the staff.
it is versatile. So it's a quarter staff, right? So it does D6, but two-handed does do a D8.
No, it does a D. I don't know what's a quarter staff damage.
D6.
So is it versatile? If you hold it, it's two-handed is a D8.
I don't know. That's why I say I know it's a D6 if you're just holding it, smacking with one hand.
I think it's a D8 quarter staff. So this it's a 1d6 damage. And it is versatile. So if you hold it with two hands, it's a D8.
Gonna get the bonk, go to horny jail.
And it
twice.
also gives a D6 lightning
isn't
damage, but
the-
unfortunately she's immune. So
Isn't the staff your cloud?
Yeah.
no,
Huh?
the cloud emits
Isn't
a
the
staff.
also your cloud? Ah, I see.
Okay.
I misread that
So-
earlier.
27 and then a 22.
Yes, that hits. I might have put it that the staff turns into a cloud, but I wrote this during that prom we had with like Sievers and
What
you
the fuck
know,
was that?
You wrote this?
yeah, this
No, I
no,
wasn't there
sorry,
for that.
the cloud staff item. I was writing that after
Okay.
we like went out to eat.
Gotcha.
So it was a while
Okay, I
ago,
remember
so
that.
I could change my perception.
26 staff damage, strength damage, aura damage. Wait, actually, that'd be 28 staff damage, strength damage, aura damage.
Are you?
And then level 3 and level 2 divine smite.
Oh boy.
Mm.
45 smitey damage.
Roku, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Big old bonk, go to orange jail.
Long original.
Bonk. You realistically split her skull in half, and this thing has wings that stick out the sides like blades, and you just shove it in like a war pick and yank it out with a huge tear directly in her face. And her body descends infinitely.
I'd like to yoink her sword if it's still there.
It is all elementally magic. It is not actually a physical sword.
Was
And we
she the
vibing.
monster or is she the monster's slave guard?
Oh,
She was the magic user.
Ah, that makes sense.
so as the battle ends, you see large chains that are mounted on floating islands here. That sort of cascade around this big orb, this big thing in the middle, this uneven mass. Looks to be, if your intuition is correct, what is the elemental air essence that you're looking for. It's pure, just white, glossy texture that is over top, and the chains are held over top of it.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down under it.
Mhm.
Is there something holding it up?
There is something inside of this object. It rattles, it moves, but this force of pure elemental air is currently coating it.
Okay. And this pure elemental air is ginormous, right?
Yes, it's like I showed you in the last picture. It's like
Yeah.
huge.
I'm gonna try and scoop some up in my hand.
It's like a solid object as you touch it.
Okay. There goes that idea.
But after this, the mist clears up, and all of you see that stone pulpit, that stone lectern that she left behind, that she was communing at when she first revealed herself.
I turn back to being visible.
Is there anything on the lectern?
Wow.
There is a small blue sigil, a little rune.
Pop.
Would you roll an Arcana check, sweetie?
Don't touch that dial. Touch his dial.
Oh, that I am it's a 10.
Bonk. Sweetie, for the split second, your hand touches the blue sigil. It charges up with energy, and the middle area starts to shake. And sweetie, you hear just screams and weird echoes in your head, and free me. And you pull your hand away.
Guys, I think the creature's in the sigil.
Is that a good thing?
Or the
Or-
sigil communes with the thing inside the orb.
Or the essence we need, since it's the chains holding the creature in, it's the thing we need is the thing holding the creature in. So the creature's inside the thing.
Well, we're looking for the balloon, right, and not the fire.
If the
Yeah.
creature is the fire, we want the balloon.
So we want the balloon.
We want the orb?
No, the creature's the air. We want the balloon.
Yes, we want the balloon. That's what
How
we
the
said.
hell are we gonna hold that thing in?
Do your thing.
Attempt to do your thing.
Okay. Can I look into the orb with X-ray?
No, the strange divinatory magic, it seems to be warded for particularly gazing upon what is inside.
Okay. So we're gonna need to release it before I can do my thing. So if anybody needs to take a rest, seems like it's now or never.
We're literally in the vault. They're probably gonna find us here in a few seconds, minutes. Who knows?
We may have to fight this thing, is what I'm saying.
Yes, but you told the air elementals that to open the door in 10 minutes.
That I did do.
Or to wait 10 minutes and keep the door open, but she closed the door, so who knows really what they're gonna do.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be fine. Are you guys gonna be okay?
Well, how long has it passed? Give me like a second or two.
An hour nappy, or a charge on the healing staff to heal me.
We can always rest him tomorrow.
Yeah.
or
Get
in
his
2
body
weeks.
put in the bag, resin tomorrow. Easy peasy.
I grab my little apple bottom genie rod and give it a nice little bonk on the forehead, and I go cast heal on me because fuck you.
You heal yourself.
Now, how is everyone doing on resources?
I got my 2 most needed resources ready to pop. They're for killing, so
Oh, that's what I did. I cast bless. I was like, I used the first level spell, didn't I? Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
You also spent 2
Missing all my level
slows as
3.
well.
Yeah, no, I have those marked. I just forgot to mark the first level.
Missing all my level 3. I have 1 level 4, and then 2 level 2, and 3 level 1. All my hand and eye charges though.
all right. So what's our plan here? To try and get it out and then recontain it?
We need the balloon, so we have to find a way to capture the balloon.
Yes, I know that. Is it the balloon just there?
It's what's keeping the creature on the inside.
So is it the orb or the rune?
I want to take my bag of
Or-
holding. I want to think air. Pull all the air possible outside of the bag.
Yeah,
Right,
you
that's how it
can't.
works,
You
I
don't
think.
really pull the air. It's just like
Yeah, but like it. Yeah, and then close the bag. And can I like get in touching distance of the balloon?
The orb's like in the middle
If he
of a
can't,
hole.
I'll
It's-
fly him out.
it's 10. It's the chain is hooked into the platform. There's a 10-foot gap, and then this convulsing energy orb is
Yeah,
there.
I'll take Roku's hand and go down there. And then I want to open the bag and then seal the edges all onto the balloon because there'll be a vacuum then, since all the air got pushed out. So I'm going to press all of it against there, and hopefully some of the essence is going to.
This seems to be a solid object, despite being made of air, and it doesn't suck.
Okay. Damn me trying to use physics.
And as never do that in my games. The fuck, don't use math either. And you like put it against the side of this orb, and like as you touch it, it begins to rumble.
Let's talk with the creature some more.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that, Roku.
I'm gonna
Or
go ahead and do
Suika.
that. I'm gonna put my hand on the sigil.
You hear echoes of damned voices screaming out in terror. Free me. Please free me.
What are you?
I am a noble person only captured thousands of years ago. I don't deserve this imprisonment.
He's got a point. Do you know how to keep the city aloft? Besides you being in there.
The city does not deserve to be aloft if it requires me to suffer a moment further.
Well, that's fair. But if you want to get out, you could make it fly without you being in there, right?
No. The only reason it flies is it sustains off of my energy. Day after day for millennia, I've been exhausting myself to keep these people aloft. Please let me be free. I don't want to be a slave any longer.
Okay, hand off the thing. Honestly, this city doesn't deserve to be aloft.
But
Also, think of it. It was said that their one leader decided to do this however many years ago.
thousands.
How many other people even know that a creature is suffering down here to have their home? How many innocent people are we going to destroy their homes?
Sure,
A
he
lot.
has his side of the story as well, and he doesn't deserve to be in there.
Well, what is he?
I don't know.
I want to put my hand on the sigil.
Free me.
We will free you if you tell us what you are and what your intentions are.
I owe you nothing. You're either a good person or an evil person. A good person would never let me be enslaved for millennia further. It shan't not matter my goals for the future.
Honestly, I'm with him.
I think goals do matter. If you want to destroy the world, then
Okay, we'll release you as long as you tell us what race you are.
I owe you
look,
nothing.
race you.
Does
I
not
am
deserve
either-
to be in there.
I am either to be freed, or you shall leave me single-handedly to suffer for eternity. It's your choice, not mine.
I take my hand off. What if this guy's like a demon, and then we take him off and he just murders us anyway?
Oh, I mean, the demon, we've killed that before.
This
He
is
does-
also a millennial-old demon. They could have been completely different back then.
He's also not a demon. We know he's an elemental of some sort.
He's a slave, is what he is, and he does not deserve to be in there.
Well, then how do we get him out?
I'm assuming bust the chains would be a good start. I'm gonna start busting chains.
You walk over to this first oversized, this is a giant sized chain. So it's like the average size of a chain scaled up to a giant. So it's like huge, thick metal rebar. It's just, and it snaps and unfurls. And you see the energy around the barrier start to pulsate and move further.
I'm gonna keep going.
You continue to smash the chains on the island, and this magical energy shoots out of it. Slowly on the lectern, you see the air, the sort of cloud mist-like air, start to form into a tiny ball about the size of your palm, and it starts to form on the lectern. The third chain, as you destroy it on its place on the island, the ball begins to form into another solid white orb. And the last chain. A small orb of pure elemental power floats and emanates light in front of your eyes.
I think that's what we're looking for, right? Too.
Put it in the bag.
Out of the bubble previously kept in, a giant, and by giant, makes up the size of that 60, 70 feet on either side. This blackened creature stands sort of upright, its primal form sort of taking over as it sort of sits on its knuckles, and as it stands, its back exuding flame. As you guys all see this thing, just ignore the chains on it as you've broken the chains. But 1 second, I gotta share my screen. This gigantic creature with chains dripping off of him and fire shooting from all sides. Thank you.
I think I found the hot
Freedom.
man.
My name is Thorston.
So now the city fall.
They call me the Chained Oblivion. But I
Roku.
will always be indebted to you all. And with that, he shakes off his bearings. Fire starts to emanate off of his back, and he vanishes as the fire dissipates.
Well,
The earth around you.
I think we should go back to the temple or the tower.
Roku, do you have enough to get us back to his house?
The
Yeah,
vault door
I'm already-
opens. The Grand Caliph himself, with his legendary halberd you've heard so much about. No, you can't. And he starts to charge towards you with the air elementals in tow.
Snap us out to the dude's tower.
Go back to the dude's tower. This time the tower starts slanting sideways as the entire citadel of ice and steel starts to tip and capsize like a ship.
I want to try and sprint upstairs and just throw this guy's.
You
Body in
teleport
the
into
bag.
that room. Like you
Oh, sweetie.
teleport specifically into the room.
Contact Rick and see if his thing's falling too.
Hey Rick, is everything all right? Something happened.
Where is he?
Where are you? Are you safe?
I go outside and
Is
get
your new house suitable?
You are interrupted. The city is falling. We need to get out of here.
Where is he?
I go outside
Again.
and get cheddar.
Yeah, you get cheddar. He very concerned barks at you.
Come on.
We have the guy in the bag, and can I carry the wolf if I have to?
You carry the werewolf, just decaying body on your back as the bag can't hold it. Fuck the
Come on.
bag.
Cheddar, hold my hand. Hold my hand, Cheddar.
He like reaches up his like taloned claw and like wraps it around your arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the setting to.
We need to get Rick.
Go straight to the material plane or go to the other one. Right, material plane, I guess, is better.
Rick, get to the main street. We are coming for you. Unless you want to stay here.
Fuck that! I'm coming. You guys run out to the city street, limping on one leg as his other arm is holding Hogar, ready to press the button. The whole airplane starts to just fall out of the sky. You guys feel your ears sort of like pop or like condense, like sort of where they need to be popped, but they aren't, as you start decreasing elevation quickly. The pressure starts to, houses start to crumble, parts of the city fall off, the dirt starts to fly everywhere. Jinn are running everywhere, and they're like, and they grab a hold of you like, would you like a Jinn spear, please? I have one for sale.
No, thank you. I am my word.
Start running and sprinting around, or flying as fast as they can, and Rick comes careening around a corner and goes, what the fuck did you guys do? And he jumps and he like grabs a hold of the Quetzalcoatlus, who squawks in a very chaotic scene as the city
Everyone's connected. I think everyone's connected.
Group hug and then
you guys land in front of Lamox in Trusk.
I did the telemetry plane.
Yeah, but where exactly at? Did you let it just randomize it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a
Plus
D100
chaos.
for me, please.
Fuck yeah. Let's land in a volcano, boys.
We're
No, I was
on
gonna
the
say-
beach in front of his canvas. What's
Let's
the be?
I was gonna say on
84.
fuck, what was that place?
Okay. Hogar, you look around and your eyes widen as you look down at the blood-stained place at your feet. You are in the exact spot in which you were murdered. As you look around, as you are in the town center of the waterfront.
Fuck this. Fuck
And
this.
that is where we will
Get up.
pick up next time, as a
Yes,
cloud
boy.
of three of you and a Quetzalcoatlus come careening into town. People all look towards you, and it's only a matter of time until a certain person finds out.
Okay. I'm gonna go take a pee.